back. Summer
Oh, you're on it right now?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
Barely right now. Gang, gang. Yo, 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 yo. Hey. I'm in the villa, trying to make a rap with my motherfucking killers. Ooh.
Okay.
Hold on, we're gonna watch this. Y'all give me a second.
I picked this photo because it's my 13th birthday, and I look pretty innocent there.
I'm gonna put a headphone on because it kind of sucks when you hear in the on here. It's like echoes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Really?
Well, you don't hear it, but they do. Like it echoes. In the video, in the live stream.
Ready?
So I gotta do it on my ear.
I told you, Kevin.
Let's go. I bet I catch it.
That was smart enough. See?
Let's go.
Damn.
I catch your hand, that bitch gonna slip right through. Yeah. It's alright.
Yeah. So we're with. Oh, yep. We good. Let me go a little loud.
Let's go.
And then we're gonna move that. I'm gonna push that more to the side.
I'm right here. Don't worry, I'm gonna take a shower right now.
Oh, period. Oh yeah, we're straight. Alright. I'm going TikTok real quick. Let me make a TikTok. Mr. Ranger. Song's stuck in my head, y'all. Shit. She'll be back. Music.
Hey, what you got to tell the people that want to try this?
Rick James!
Do it.
You can do it?
You can do it,
Y'all
goddamn it.
got some clippers? We gotta do the hot clippers challenge. Everybody haircut get a piece of watermelon off the ground.
I ain't lying, I don't know about that challenge. All right, man, so today we here with?
See.
All right, so look, man, hey, what makes you think you're gonna be able to catch this watermelon?
Receiver.
You're a receiver?
Come on, let's go run it back. Let's do this.
Who you used to play for?
Receiver.
Wayne Cherry.
Okay.
Look at that one. Cute. Look at that one on the ground. Small.
Let me know when you're ready.
No, that one is in little.
Oh!
Receiver?
Oh, you gotta catch it.
Receiver?
You trying to catch it with your arm. You trying to catch it with your hands. You gonna catch it with your chest, dog.
There ain't no way.
I'm a sore loser. I'm a sore loser.
With the baby all on.
Oh, it's a little bit fast.
I got you.
You gotta move up, man.
Every time, bro, come on. Come on. Every time. Same way. Nah, you wanna keep going? Come on. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I feel you said he fuck that shit. That bitch slipped through slide through.
Oh, she was at it.
Hey, she was close. She was close though.
That is not fair. I caught it for like a
My
second.
baby say he loves
It was close.
See, I told you. Practice make perfect, y'all.
Hey, that bitch heavy. That bitch slide through like you slide in what I mean.
But see,
Yo.
He still gave like that.
I'll go as many
My baby wanna try.
Hey, good YouTube channel.
My baby wanna try.
You think he gonna be able to do it?
You see my baby reaching for the watermelon.
All right, man, so today we here with, talk to the people.
Rick James.
All right, so look, man, I got watermelon and I got baby oil. You got to put it in your hand and try to catch the watermelon. You think you're going to be able to do it?
Yeah.
What makes you think you're going to be able to do it?
Let me pay you, but it's right.
All right, let's see.
He greased the watermelon too.
Well, rub your hands together.
There you go. Oh. Where the clippers at, Rod? Right down there. That's a big one. I want that one. I want that one. No.
Ready?
Oh, he tall as gold.
Set.
You got this, TJ, in a minute.
Go.
I'm gonna. Boy, I almost swung on this nigga looking like a
It's over with.
The watermelon is still good. You can make a fruit salad. Right, cause I'm getting the whole one and a half one.
Done for trying, I forgot.
Cameraman number 2, what this nigga name is? Florida.
You forgot my name?
I done said like 12 times. You ain't answer mother thing.
Daddy.
Who?
Florida.
Hey, Florida. Boys,
They scared, man, Florida. They scared.
You going there? Yeah. Come on. All right, man, so today we here with...
back up, Danny. You too close.
All right, so look, hey, what makes you think you're going to be able to catch this watermelon with oil in it?
Give him 50 feet and you don't need y'all
Huh?
behind him like
All I
that.
have to do is try.
Right,
All right, let's see.
back up, nigga.
Rub your hand
Everybody
together.
deserves 50 feet.
Whoa.
You make him drop this watermelon, nigga. Nigga, back up. Get everybody 50 feet. Listen, you know, all my niggas.
All right, turn to the side. Let me know when you're ready. You ready?
Yeah. This is an organization, nigga. Try it again, one more time.
I only saw one nigga caught that motherfucker. He the only nigga I saw. I like to tell one more time. He the only nigga. Can you catch him? You caught it, right?
20 for try.
He's the only.
Hey, yo, you want to try again for the 40?
Now, what you got to say about that?
He's the only one caught.
Yeah, so you always catch. What happened? Look. It's up out here.
I like to challenge
Fail.
He used to be a quarterback.
You said what?
Quarterback.
He should be a quarterback.
I like to.
She a safety. How you know she a safety?
And Jesus, the same way I know that's Justin, because she's short, she's like a running back, a one that hike. The one that hike, no, the one that tackle him. A safety. A safety stayed behind the line. Listen, she's a,
What?
tell about the watermelon.
What?
Ain't no point in her even trying. She should try.
But it's slippery, huh? I do.
Yeah, with the baby oil in your hand.
No, I like baby oil.
You like baby oil?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yo.
All right, come on.
Nigga, we got thugs.
Thoroughbred too. Thoroughbred too.
Thoroughbred? Thoroughbred.
I keep telling him running to it like it's a football.
Who ain't gonna lead you wrong?
You ain't gonna lead him wrong, cause
Damn right. Tell them your name. Today we here with?
Casanova, Evelyn now.
Today we're here with.
Okay. So look, Mr. You gonna be able to catch this.
I'm gonna do my very best.
And
All right, let's see.
that other camera. You better have me recording, not going live, nigga. Cause you won't catch trouble. You won't catch trouble going live. Who won't win?
What the fuck?
I can't see. I got it right there.
Look how you
Come on, here comes Captain Purple.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set. Go.
All right. Look, slippery. I can eat it.
Yeah, you can eat it.
For real.
But here, you get 20 for trying too, though.
For real. Oh my God. Thank you. Good God Almighty.
Good
For
God
real.
Almighty.
That's so real, love. I can eat it for real.
Keep it. Hey, what you got to tell the people that want to try this? Look, this one more closed if you want it. You feel me?
Okay.
What you got to tell the people that want to try it?
Oh my God.
What you got to tell the people that think that this is easy? What you got to tell the
people that it's easy?
What you got to tell the people that think that it's easy?
Oh, it's
Jesus.
slippery.
It's slippery, so it ain't that easy.
Slippery.
But you like
How hard is it from 1 through 10?
It's slippery.
Okay.
Slippery. You gotta have a grip.
Mm-hmm.
don't come down here.
Like,
Oh, no, she would've got it with
the
this.
one.
You can stop it. Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Good job.
Appreciate it.
Already following everything.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hi. Okay. All right, man. So today we here with?
Nikki right now.
All right. So look, what makes you think you're gonna be able to catch the watermelon with baby oil? Okay. All right. Put oil in your hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, rub it together.
No way. Are you kidding me?
You said what, D-boy? She got muscles.
She got muscles.
Oh, yeah, it has my hands and my body too.
Yeah, you gotta catch it with your hand. Ready? Set.
She might get it.
Go.
She might get it. Oh no! I thought she had it.
Imagine being able to build anything. Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
You got 20 for trying though. Nah, it's over with. It's over with. Ain't that be already buzzed. 20 for trying though. Hey, what you got to tell the people that want to try this?
Oh, well, I ain't trying.
What you got to tell the people that want to try this?
It's harder than you think. Easier said than done.
So ain't that easy?
Hell no.
Would you ever do this again?
Oh, no. What I know now? Hell no.
Okay.
Come on, Mamacita. Come on, Mamacita. You can get you a better pizza if you want to.
Come on, you the last one.
She the what?
Last one.
Did I say she the last one?
I ain't got no more.
No more
You
what?
say you want a watermelon, right? There's only one more in the car. You want somebody to use that bit? I got one more, that's for you.
You better shut up. Hey, pick a
You know what I mean?
He said you better shut up.
They do a half of one. For two.
That bit don't work like that. Oh, you letting out of 10?
After she get that 40,
Let me know.
she finna catch that.
All right, man. So,
If you don't catch it, she still get 40.
all right, man. So today we here with?
Mo.
All right, so look. What makes you think you're going to be catching watermelon with baby oil?
I can catch it.
You can catch it? All right, let's see.
What baby oil is
Rub your hand together.
You already caught it, Luffy. Pay her. Yeah. And that, listen. I'm gonna go.
You ready? Damn.
She didn't even try.
Hey.
She said, come on.
What you got to tell the people that want to try this? Try it?
Yeah. Now it's my
Hey, what would you do differently next time?
Huh?
What would you do differently next time?
We not come down. With you, catch the watermelon. Hey, Luffy, we gotta shove it ride in. Meet me at the gas station.
I can catch a watermelon, I can catch a thick.
Let me see something. Come on.
Yeah, give me the baby oil.
Come on.
Okay. What? I can catch a watermelon.
Yeah? All right, man. So today we here with? Tell them who we here with.
E-man, man.
All right.
Come on.
All right, so look, what makes you think you're going to be able to do this?
I fuck with thick, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna rub it together and all. Like,
Alright.
slapping on that ass and all. What?
All right, let's see this.
Yeah, man, throw that shit like a bag. Throw that shit like a bag. You want
Hey.
you throw it out, I'm gonna catch that.
All right. Hey,
Watch this.
let me know when you
Just in case.
let me know when you're ready.
You like, that fat ass, man.
Nah, it fell a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. God damn.
No.
You almost had it. Hey, you almost had it. Hey, here, you get done. Hey, you almost had it.
Oh, my boy.
That boy almost had it, I ain't gonna lie. That be over with. What's your name? Tell them who we're here with. All right, so look, put your hand out. Hey, what makes you think you're gonna be able to do this? You gonna try? You ready?
No way.
Man, that be over with. No more watermelon. Hey, what you gotta tell the people that think that's easy? Ain't easy?
He said, hell no.
Put it on the watermelon.
Damn, man. Hey, look, if you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button. Oh, there's a whole nother one right here. All right, man. So today we here with? Tell them who we here with.
Miss Boss.
All right, so look, what makes you think you're gonna be able to catch this watermelon?
I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
All right, let's see. Rub your hand together.
No, did he? Damn, wasted the whole baby oil.
I think you just did that right there on purpose.
Nah, this is the last one. You ready?
Okay, come on.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. That feel nasty.
Yeah. What you gotta tell the people that think that's easy?
It's not.
It's not easy?
It's not. If you got to have something totally different on, and you got to probably grab it like this. And you finna eat.
Hell yeah. That bit fresh. You don't look fresh?
No. It don't.
It do.
already bust up.
That been bust all the way.
What you don't want to eat?
From the islands. Look, man, new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button, man. That been fresh. Hit that subscribe button, man. Gone. Look, we done clean up so people. The chat, they be like, oh, we want to be clean. Look.
Stop.
Look. Look.
We clean up every day up here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But people in the chat, they be like, oh, you just leave it messy. We clean up after,
You trying
bro.
to talk to me.
You feel me? People in the chat be thinking, oh, we don't clean up after we done with these challenges. We clean
Tell them
up.
they house clean and worry about the
We
block.
throw it on the floor, then we clean up after. Simple.
And show love. And show love.
All that.
Call this nigga 1-800-GET-DOWN.
You mean?
Oh, shit.
No dub. Most definitely.
Huh?
Some people ain't supposed to got no dub.
Well, regardless, that's love, nigga. You
Show
know
love
what
for trying. You try, you feel me?
Let love what you try. Hey, Marlo. This your block. We ain't up here in a minute, baby. Don't slow down, nigga.
You gotta slow down?
I'm just saying. But dog, he show love. I said some people ain't deserve no dub.
You don't deserve that motherfucker. Bill stand up here talking right now. Listen, this is not that corner. They deserve it. They tried. This is what we do. This is.
Not you, real.
He looked out.
That's true.
You're supposed to look out.
He still
If you would have looked out a long time ago, you would have been throwing watermelons too. If you would have looked out a long time ago, you would have been throwing some watermelons up in the
for a lot of people right here, man.
Well, listen, not the right bitches. But you know this is my block, and it do not motherfucking stop.
This your block or his block? Who block it is? Choke.
Jesus block, nigga.
Okay.
When
All
I say
right.
goes, though, you better call truck.
You want a watermelon?
Slow. You ain't slow on them bandages in Europe and shit. Listen, it turned right.
Yeah.
This my nephew.
How you know? How you know?
You don't know, nigga.
Hey, hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. 1800 get down. Cause these listen.
Love you.
1800.
Huh?
You put 1800.
Y'all love me? I feel you.
All right. Next. That was funny. Didn't even lie to you. Florida man always got bangers. Eggs. This is gonna be.
We are not a traditional cafe. We're completely unconventional, and my Wix website really has to capture the same magic.
It's most of our.
Let's go back. I was watching this a little bit, but I'll finish it right now.
My name is Hector Mendoza, and we're at Cañón del Padre. This is the colonia where we live at.
Where are you from?
California. Yeah, in Santa Ana, Orange County. I grew up
Dang.
there 30 years, and I was just recently deported. So now I.
Hold on. Give me a second.
live here. So it's quite the change.
Quite the change. Very much. Hold on, real quick. Oh shit. We gotta watch this. This is gonna be funny. Shoving people's cars prank in India. We're gonna watch that right now. Just watch this video real quick. Hold on. Today we got some road rage. Like, comment, subscribe, Garner Educate, Journey to 1 Mile, Pennsylvania.
No, I don't.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Yo, what the?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What the happened there,
Here we go.
bro? I got a dash cam.
Now he's all scared. Oh!
I'll check my dash cam right now.
Are you kidding me?
I got no damage.
That guy jumped out. The old man jumped out like he was gonna do something. Wisconsin, y'all. Oh, of course. You fucking idiot.
He has a flasher.
Yeah, at least. Oh, here we go. This is dumb bitch. Here we go, Karen.
Ushers were on. You have to be.
Oh, here we go. Nah, just kidding.
The blinkers were on, not your turn signal. I didn't know you were turning here. The turn signal wasn't on. They had
This is another video.
Just go.
She's
Making
having
him
a
watch
hard
it while
day
you get
already.
What
He's so mad. Oh my god.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Texas. San Antonio.
Texas.
Birds out to Texas.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn, bro, you can't just overtake 3 lanes at once. This guy, bro. Oh, they hit his car.
Are you okay if I
Nope, here we go
okay
again.
if I continue?
Right now?
Here we go.
Just don't get on
Oh,
camera.
shit.
I just don't put me on.
What is he doing?
Oh god.
What the hell?
Oh, let me turn on my light.
Oh, gosh. This guy's still upset?
Like this. That's it.
New Middletown, Ohio. Alright, Ohio. Oh, damn.
I have you on dash cam. I will get back in your car. Get back in your car. Go. Get back in your car. I got a dash cam.
I got a dash cam.
I got a dash cam.
Got a dash cam.
Stockton, Cali. It looks like Cali. Oh. And he's driving like a Californian. What the fuck? Ain't no way this happened.
Alright, we're straight. We're straight. Channel 5. Shout out Channel 5. Let's get it. Independent news. Independent media, man. Let's go.
From there to here.
So how old were you when you immigrated to the U.S.?
I was 6 months old. I didn't find out I was undocumented until I was 17.
You didn't even realize that you had came over illegally your entire life?
No, I never knew. It was. I don't believe it's something you would ask your parents or parents would bring up to you.
How'd you find out?
I applied for a driver's license.
And what'd they say?
They asked me for my social security and I didn't know what that was.
And what'd your parents
know what
say?
his social security was, and that's how he found out he was illegal.
They said, we have to move.
And what can you tell us about this place?
It's new. It's referred to as Cartolandia, which is homes of cart.
Cartolandia.
Wow, actually,
It's poor. I mean, we have no cement on the floor, and it's
No cement
most of
on
our
the
houses
floor?
are built with just basically it's a drywall.
Most of Mexico.
Yeah.
How many people do you think live here?
Close to 1,000. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are newly deported.
President Donald Trump is directing ICE to expand deportations.
He went on to say the Democrats used them to cheat in elections and expand their voter base.
¿En Estados Unidos también usan esa canción para los helados?
Sí, sí, es la misma canción ahí. Igualmente spooky también. Can you give us a little tour?
Yeah, well, this is my kitchen. Will be the finished kitchen when I'm done. I have some cabinets outside that I'm gonna hang up, the stove on that side, but everything's gonna be here. My little walkway and my living room. My bathroom's in here, but somebody's busy. Somebody's in the bathroom. I'm actually proud of my bathroom. I did it myself. And that's it. It's a mess. Yeah, full of a lot of junk.
What's the biggest challenge about living here?
I don't know if it's between security and honestly, just water and electricity. Sometimes we just have no light.
It looks hot.
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. They take forever to learn.
When you say security, what do you mean?
Well, yeah, it gets dangerous in Mexico.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, yeah, I mean, it's pretty dangerous in Mexico. It's a scary place.
So far this year, more than 1,700 people have been murdered in the city of Tijuana.
Somebody just got killed yesterday in the park across the street. I mean, across the canal, the tunnel. Somebody just got killed yesterday.
What happened?
He got shot at. I'm pretty sure that this whole colonia is drug controlled, actually. Yeah.
Controlled by that one organization?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't have to answer this if you don't want, but did you get convicted of a crime prior to being
Yeah,
deported?
I did. Actually, I got convicted of, what was it, grand theft for a bicycle that I bought, which was, I thought was legit, but ended up being stolen. So yeah, and it was worth at least $4,000.
You bought it on Craigslist?
No, I bought it off somebody on the street.
So you walked past a dude and he had a bike for sale.
He was offering the bike to sell, and my brother knew him and sold me the bike, and I was like,
And he
okay.
tried to sell it back.
And I got arrested. Not even that same day I got arrested.
The
Yeah.
same
But
day.
were you caught by like a federal agency?
Oh yeah, I was at home when I was arrested and taken to federal custody. There I began deportation hearings, and I was finally deported.
The Department of Justice is issuing a directive now aimed at naturalized citizens who commit certain crimes.
Yeah, the move is raising concerns and some fears within the immigrant community.
It was a terrible experience saying bye to my parents.
Are they still there?
They're still over there, yeah. Yep.
You talk to them often?
Every day.
Would you ever think about hopping the border back?
Hopping the border back.
Legally, no. Legally, if I could.
On camera saying that is
That's
crazy.
the first thing I shoot for. But I applied for withholdings of removal, which is
I'm
asylum.
not gonna say that on camera, bro.
Based on my social party.
When you hop the border back illegally. What do you gotta say about that? The fuck?
With the LGBT community. So I'm gonna stay here for a while. I hope to see my parents again. Yeah, give them a hug. I want to go back. It's awesome.
Also, they
I
still
liked it
live over there?
out the most.
Hola chicos, están viendo
Out is dang.
Canal 5 Latinoamérica.
Y ahora estamos en un barrio en Tijuana y sabemos que en los Estados Unidos hay una conversación muy importante sobre la inmigración y el impacto económico.
Oh shit, my bad, Channel 5. My bad. They know how to speak Spanish.
De los migrantes, pero
La otra cara de la moneda de lo que no se habla, empresas extranjeras que llegan a instalarse aquí a México.
Y los dos conversaciones son perfectamente encapsuladas en este área. For reference, we're about 15 minutes away from San Diego right now, and about 100 feet away from an Amazon warehouse. Now, if you're someone who can't immediately
An Amazon warehouse is right there. That's
tell an
crazy.
Amazon warehouse from the blue and gray decal, it may be hard to clock this place as a packing and shipping center, given the fact that they've removed their decal from the building as a result
that's
of the
so fucked up. They just got this big ass Amazon building. It's slum, and it's slums. Damn. Jeff Bezos, you're a fucking dick.
the shameful
You're a
optics
dick.
that ensued after the construction.
Podemos
You know what?
Decal from the
The fact that Jeff Bezos can probably fix this whole street, all of this, give everybody a house, and still be rich is like mind-boggling.
building as a result of the shameful optics that ensued after the construction.
podemos observar que en las dos esquinas donde estaba el logo de Amazon
But what would it do for them?
ya no existe.
Quitaron las letras por, no sé, hacer por imagen, creo. Mi perspectiva fue por lo mismo, el contraste. Letras por...
Podemos observar que en las dos esquinas donde estaba el logo de Amazon ya no existe.
Quitaron las letras por, no sé, hacer por imagen, creo. Mi perspectiva fue por lo mismo, el contraste, que no daba la imagen que quería la empresa, a lo mejor, yo creo.
But this is still, in fact, a corporate American Bezos dollar generator over
Yeah,
yonder,
they just didn't want them to know what it is.
past a couple gates and barbed wire fences. Aquí es un almacén de Amazon.
Amazon just opened its newest distribution center in Mexico.
That's wild, in the middle of the slums.
Fulfillment center is bringing hundreds of jobs to Tijuana and is expected to shorten the delivery time throughout the northwest region of the country.
But to back up a bit, let's talk about where we are. Okay, we're in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, in a slum called Cardboard Land. Well, it translates to Cartolandia in Spanish, but it pretty much means cardboard land, plywood land.
It's houses made out of wood that people don't pay rent.
That's crazy, and bro can't even help them. Bro can't even build like little bots. I mean, little like
boxes for them or something.
Me neither, but you know what I know.
A lot of people here currently work for Amazon or used to work for Amazon and built homes here to be close to their work.
Porque está cerquita. Cuando nosotros queremos buscar un trabajo, pues vamos a la Amazon.
Mi hermana, mi cuñado, no sé exactamente qué realicen, pero están en envíos, trabajan de noche.
Others were recently deported from the U.S. as a result of ICE raids and deportations.
Ese ha sido deportado, pero ya tiene mucho tiempo que lo deportaron. ¿Hace cuánto fue deportado? 2005.
And a lot of people just live here because it's the cheapest place in town to get a decent apartment for under $0. You actually don't have to pay any money to live here, but you do have to put up the money to build the house that you want to live in. So if you can invest in hammers, nails, tires, mattresses, and raw materials, and build the house yourself,
then you're straight and you got a little area.
no rent. But if you want to figure out how to put AC, gas, and water into your house, it's a bit of a different story. And by the way, if you want to watch this video totally in Spanish, you can go to Canal 5. It's our alternative Spanish language channel.
Oh, shit.
Have not only most of our main videos overdubbed in Spanish,
Coster es así en la 55.
but also different original content filmed in Latin America with myself, Andrea Chaparro, Josue, and some other friends too. We've been covering the ongoing ban on corridos, which is like a narco pop fusion music that's been happening here under the new administration.
I noticed that. The ban on corridos.
La prohibición de los narcocorridos.
Yo opino que tenemos que fomentar la libertad de expresión. Yo soy un productor de electrocorridos y de corridos. Ah, pues están chidos, puro belicona, huevo.
Los corridos son ya parte de México.
Pues vine aquí a escuchar lo que traigo en la sangre, los corridos, el norteño.
We also went to Tepito Market in Mexico City, and we're covering a few other things too. So if you want to check that out, head to Canal 5. I'm
probably gonna check that out.
Put the link in the pinned comment and description box of this video. All right, back to the topic at hand, Cartolandia. While the area is currently in the spotlight due to its population of deportees,
Dance your way to LA.
It's most of our houses are every day.
Shipping center, given the fact the topic at hand, Cartolandia. While the area is currently in the spotlight due to its population of deportees and Amazon employees, the makeshift walls of these homes tell a story far deeper than what meets the naked eye.
Esto tiene años, hasta más de 40, 50 años tiene, nomás porque estaba rodeado de árboles.
This man, named Luis, now in his late 30s, is from the first native-born generation of Cartolandians, descending from parents who left rural parts of Mexico to find work in the city during the 1950s.
Descendiente del estado de Chiapas. Ah, ok. Sí, toda la mayoría aquí somos de familia, pues de papá y mamá, de otros lugares.
And to understand why Cartolandia was built in the first place, you have to first understand post-war America.
6 years after the end of World War II, America is wealthier than ever.
All right, bear with me. So in the US, the post-war 40s, or the baby boom of the 50s, is typically thought of as being the age of prosperity, especially for the veterans who came back from Japan and Europe and stuff, and were able to enjoy the benefits of the GI Bill, like dirt cheap subsidized mortgages on new homes in the burbs, free college, monthly checks in the mail, and more. But the post-war era in America was also the beginning of American manufacturing's death spiral, leading us slowly into today's reality, where 97% of our clothing and electronics are imported from factories and sweatshops in developing nations like China, India, and Vietnam. This spiral, of course, was made possible by corporate executives who are now dead that at one point sought to yield a higher profit margin at the expense of American jobs. And here's how they did it. You see, back in the day in 1944, right after the war ended, there was a secret meeting in New Hampshire called the Bretton Woods Conference, where delegates from 44 different allied nations all met up to create something called the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, aka the World Bank, which set the US dollar as the official global currency. #1, baby, printed right there in Philadelphia. This in turn gave us the magical ability to at will decide how much other countries' money was worth. And if you've ever been to a foreign country and asked yourself how the heck it costs you 100,000 of their dollars to get a cup of coffee in the morning, here's why. The US artificially devalued the currencies of dozens of countries through modified exchange rates after becoming the world standard in 1944, whereafter American business titans frantically built factories in the countries with the lowest dollar in order to pay people in these countries as little as possible for labor and raw materials. This process is called economic globalization and is the reason for much of the world's poverty, as it forces formerly self-sufficient and non-capital obsessed countries to industrialize, yet never have the opportunity to evolve into anything more than glorified factory states or amusement park countries for more powerful nations like us. And this was especially true of Mexico in the 1950s. Unlike today, where border cities like Tijuana and Ciudad Juarez are among the country's most populous, border towns were borderline non-existent back in the day. For perspective, in 1930, Mexico City was home to 1.1 million people, and Tijuana had less than 9,000 people living in it. But shortly after tanking the peso back in '44, American companies began building hundreds of steel factories and assembly plants as close to home as possible, which meant across the border from San Diego and Tijuana.
Tijuana es una ciudad que atrae mucha inversión extranjera porque somos frontera con San Diego, con California, que es la quinta economía mundial. Y aquí alrededor también, cerca, está una garita, un cruce fronterizo, el cruce de Otay, y por lo tanto muchas empresas quieren estar cerca de la garita de Otay para que una vez que terminen sus productos poderlos cruzar de manera rápida, de manera inmediata.
This, in turn, caused a mass rural exodus of Mexicans from the countryside who arrived by the tens of thousands into the city in search of work. Some of these people had literally pennies, or rather devalued pesos, to their name and slept in cars or outside these factories on the streets. But others, particularly those who were nice with the hammer, built Cartolandia in 1955. The first iteration of this settlement was about 2 miles upriver from where it is today, in the Zona Rio district near the San Ysidro border crossing. Initially only home to a couple hundred workers, the area continued to explode in population as American factories continued to be built, and by 1968, 25,000 people. That's right, an entire Taylor Swift arena full of people called Cartolandia home. But it was seen as something of an eyesore by the more affluent residents of the city who called for its destruction.
Se tomó la decisión de desalojar esta zona.
All right, now before we get into how the first Cartolandia was destroyed by the state government, I want to tell you guys about a service that I just used. I stood.
No free promo. Love you. Love you, Andrew. Let's keep it going. Come on.
Right here on this back to Cart. Dispersed that same day, bulldozing the entire area overnight. While the Baja state government saw this forced eviction as an end-all be-all, they were dead wrong. Like in the case of most homeless sweeps in the States, where they just kind of kick people around and expect them to figure out life somewhere else, Cartolandians simply migrated to a new hub just blocks away from where the fuzz was giving them guff, specifically at a strip of land that was classified as undesignated federal territory.
Miren, recordemos que estos terrenos no son propiedad privada, son federales.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability.
Entonces, ¿quién es el dueño del terreno federal? Es Conagua, la Comisión Nacional del Agua, pero la Comisión Nacional del Agua no tiene la estructura, ni el aparato, ni los recursos, ni el personal humano, ni la intención de venir a sacar a la gente, ¿no? Tampoco lo va a hacer.
So that same year, Cartolandia 2.0 was born, but renamed Nueva Esperanza, Spanish for New Hope. While visually the second settlement looked almost identical to the first, the demographic was quite different. Think less migrant factory workers from other parts of Mexico and more fresh deportees recently expelled from the US with nowhere to go. And also, no money. As I mentioned, Cartolandia is free if you can build your own house. And many deported people did, the first of whom were deported in and around 1986 after Reagan passed the Immigration Reform and Control Act, bringing forth a new era of border militarization and expanding the use of expedited removal. This led to multiple decades of unprecedented mass deportations under the Clinton, Bush, and especially Obama administration. Many older Cartolandia residents today are products of those eras.
Cuando crucé tenía como edad de 17 años, 16, 17 años. Me deportaron en el 2005, ya llevo ya casi 20 años aquí.
2005.
Ajá.
¿Y cuánto tiempo ya llevaba viviendo allá de qué lado?
Casi 14 años. En Los Ángeles, California.
Sí. ¿Qué parte?
En el este de Los Ángeles.
Okay.
Tengo mis hijos allá, mi familia, y me cuentan que ya está un poco más difícil.
Masked federal agents are often seen raiding homes, businesses, even daycares.
The fear sparked by mass deportations, targeted workplace ICE raids, and random stops is driving people into hiding and keeping them away from everyday life.
¿Qué piensas sobre tu vida aquí?
Tranquilo, pues tengo trabajo, y pues ya tengo otra familia acá, pues ya voy al día nada más, o sea, pues ya no anhelo cruzar otra vez, no.
Despite its rugged look, there's actually a decent amount of infrastructure in the area, which is something that residents repeatedly emphasized to me during interviews.
Ya todo está bien, ya tenemos los servicios, ya se paga agua, luz, predial.
And to be honest, their setup isn't half bad. There's a small electrical grid set up with wires connected to light poles. There's a water filtration system that draws and purifies water from the nearby irrigation canal. And there's also a church, 2 stores, and a free elementary school for special needs children. Still, it goes without saying that conditions there are quite rough, particularly in regard to the lack of plumbing, AC, and some say the abysmal police response time. So what would happen in theory if somebody tried to break into your house and steal one of your pots and pans?
Nothing.
They would definitely just get away with it. I wouldn't put up much of a fight. Go ahead, take the pots and pans.
But if you tried to call the police,
yeah, they would probably come out tomorrow. They'll probably come out tomorrow and tell me the same thing. Like, well, we'll look for your guy with the pots.
However, many residents thought this would all change back in 2021 when Amazon opened up its brand new fulfillment center right next door, promising to bring positive change to the neighborhood.
It was said by the community that Amazon said they were going to help build better houses.
Oh, they did?
Material, cement, and that never happened.
But what did happen is that a ton of people got hired.
La mayoría estamos aquí en la empresa.
Entonces, ¿sí usted sí está a favor de que Amazon haya llegado aquí?
Sí, la verdad sí, a nosotros sí nos convino muchísimo.
Sí, la gente que está trabajando en Amazon, pues gracias a Dios que existe esta fábrica, porque con ese dinero que paga la Amazon, pues salen adelante la gente aquí trabajando.
Yo trabajé con Amazon y sí, cuando nosotros trabajaba había mucho calor, nos regalaba agua fresca, pues.
Es una nueva oportunidad de vida, un nuevo comienzo.
Mejia earns 2,000 pesos a week as a janitor, working for a factory in the same business park as the Amazon fulfillment center.
How much is that? $100.
In addition to health insurance, Amazon employees in Cartolandia were also getting paid 52 pesos an hour, which while only $1.85 in the US, is still significantly above Mexican minimum.
Wait, damn.
52 pesos an hour, which while only $1.80 insurance, Amazon employees in Cartolandia were also getting paid 52 pesos an hour, which
52 pesos an hour, that's $1.
Only $1.
85. What? That's great.
85 cents in the US is still significantly above Mexican minimum wage.
A la vez estoy en favor porque nos da trabajo y todo eso. Ahí la estamos viendo, como mexicana ahí estamos buscándole trabajo en lo que encontremos, en lo que haya. Esperemos que hubiera un metro también aquí, o sea, algo aquí
para moverse más rápido, ¿no?
Sí, porque ahorita con los transportes ahorita que aumentaron.
However, despite the positive sentiment about Amazon amongst residents, the controversy caused by really a single photograph changed the game forever. That photo of the warehouse looming behind the slums, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, drew ire from the international press, baking its way into the collective conscience of American progressives.
The result of this new distribution center will save costs and deliver time.
I'll never forget this as long as I live.
This news is funded by viewers like you.
You know those large cardboard boxes?
They got a big ass warehouse, and then they got cardboard boxes, people living right there that are working. That's crazy.
That refrigerators come into and stoves those big. That's where people were living. They were living literally in cardboard boxes. So workers in America were thrown out on the street, and people in Mexico exploited in a horrible way, and these big, shiny new factories at the time.
This bad PR, some feel, caused Amazon to first remove their logo and then close up shop shortly after.
Pues yo que sepa, no sé si está funcionando ahorita.
¿Ahorita no está funcionando?
No hay movimiento, no se ve nada.
¿Que te haga mucho gusto eso de las fotos y todo eso?
Sí, porque se estaba haciendo muy viral. Sí, se estaba haciendo muy viral que Amazon se puso en un lugar, pero siempre salen las fotos donde están las casitas en la calle, o sea, es como si yo fuera a la zona centro y tomo una foto donde están las casitas de, no sé, los que están donde están los inmigrantes. Y digo, esto es zona centro. O sea, no sé si sea por ahorita el caso que está pasando con Estados Unidos sobre los aranceles y todo eso, pero ahorita no hay tanto movimiento. No hay tanto movimiento, exacto.
Yet, despite the new apparent absence of Amazon, residents have their own ways of making money. Mira, azúcar, el fentanilo de este país. Some manufacture clothes, one cuts hair, and others work remotely for American companies.
Yes.
What do you do for work mainly here?
Here, I work as an agent for a call center.
Really?
Call center, yeah. And I work from home, so it's awesome.
What kind of things do you say when you call people?
I mainly just set up appointments for a psychologist in Orange County.
Psychiatrists or psychologists?
Psychiatrists,
Like
sorry.
people who need counseling, not people who want to understand the mechanisms of thought.
True that. Yeah, I set up appointments for psychiatrists.
So somebody will call you saying like they have depression and you'll pair them with a therapist?
Yeah, pair them with therapist availability and with kids with Alzheimer's or certain things like that.
You think everybody should do therapy?
Yes. I think it's important. I get calls and they last me about 30 minutes and I'm like, lady, you need to talk to somebody. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it. Anything you want to say to the people?
Well, look out for the Mexicans, you know?
Right, thanks,
How
man.
crazy.
Appreciate it.
Canal 5 en vivo en todo el mundo, Hollywood Ignite.
Maldita autoridad, Canal 5 Noticias.
Canal 5, no, mierda con cobardes.
Y 5 es el mejor número.
Próxima pregunta.
China bomb. Albuquerque, the drug-infested war zone. This is what, Mexico?
Imagine being able to build anything. For any reason, in any style.
This is the motherfucking Albuquerque war zone right here, baby.
Violence.
I got ran over and shot in the leg. Look.
Yo, that shit looks
War
infected.
zone right here, baby.
Violence.
I got ran over and shot in the leg. Look.
My boy, I don't think your cut's supposed to look like that.
Here's that. Alright, good luck.
Where's that video at?
Oh, chill.
What are you doing?
Drug
No one
addiction. So what is the reason you guys are out here still?
Drugs, 100%. It's
Damn, straight up.
easier to get high than it is to get clean and get a job.
Looks like he overdosed on fentanyl.
And chaos. Shaking her ass in the middle of the street.
They're shutting down alleys everywhere for people to fucking live, dude. Like, what the f***? This is not life, dude. This is not life at all.
Things have gotten so bad here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yep, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Police chief requested help from the National Guard to combat the violent crime and fentanyl plaguing the city.
Dang, there's so much fentanyl.
Mexico's National Guard tonight is getting ready to be sent to the state's biggest city. The governor.
The National Guard's gonna go to Mexico.
National Guard tonight is getting ready to be sent to the state's biggest city. The governor sending them to Albuquerque to battle what officials are calling a crime emergency.
But can this war zone one day achieve peace? I hit the streets
It's the cartel.
to talk to the people and stumbled upon this woman with her pants down
And we can't stop the main people.
about to get nailed
You ain't
by
gonna
a
stop the
car.
drugs.
What's she up to?
She's shaking her ass in the middle of the street. She's shaking that ass. She needs some help. She's gonna get hit. She's gonna get hit.
That's what fentanyl y'all does. Don't take fentanyl.
Don't give a
They need help.
Yeah.
And they don't do nothing.
And this is someone who probably belongs in an
You
asylum.
guys seen it for yourself.
I see it right now.
You see what that cop did? Just turned around.
She
and
could very well
ignored
get hit. Look at her though. She's pole dancing out here. Look, he's trying to turn left.
Yeah, she's on drugs.
He's probably, what the fuck? I gotta dodge civilians out here. He's gonna fucking hit her himself. He's going like 70 miles an hour. Listen, maybe they got a lot in their hands. You saw it for yourself. They don't give a hypodermic needle here, needle cap. Might as well be Kensington. It's everywhere out here. I mean, you don't have to look more.
It's the same way in LA, let's be
Within
real.
20 feet to find one on the
Be
ground.
real.
And then I stumbled into a GTA 5-star level crime.
What the fuck?
Cop cars right here. There's an arrest. This guy's going to jail. Maybe some
They're
drug
sure
trafficking.
looking
There's
for him.
all sorts of feds. Dirty cop cars right here. Look how many folks are out here right now. The streets are waking up big time. Way more bodies out here right now. All right, we're gonna park right here and just hop out. K9 unit. I don't know what the hell happened out here.
Hey, what happened over here?
She's on drugs.
They're fucking dumbass motherfuckers.
What they do?
They fucking try to persuade me to fucking tell them what's going on. They want to tell me that I ain't about shit. All they do is fucking persuade me and talk shit. They ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna do nothing about anything that's happening.
Do you know why they detained him?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, because they ain't about shit.
Got the sheriff's department out here. 18
Not bad. Damn, secret
plus cop
vehicle.
cars, some Fedmobiles. Dang. A little spice of life, International District. Welcome to the war zone. And we got some
That
serious
was all waving.
heat we're packing right now. Got a big old bazooka looking gun here. And we're zone. And we got some serious
Man, that shit is huge.
heat we're packing right
That
now.
gun is
Got
huge.
a big old bazooka looking gun here. And where are we at, by the way? We're in the war zone?
In Albuquerque war zone right here, baby.
Albuquerque crazy.
Baby, if you come down here the street and stop at this motherfucking bus stop, you better do it with respect, boy.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
They didn't even bust anything. They came and busted.
They didn't even bust anything.
Some guy for some little petty bag of shit.
What the hell even happened, you know?
Honestly, it's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
It's like you just
Everyday thing, just a normal everyday.
gotta get used to it. You know, you can't be scared about it. You know.
Do you pack when you're out here?
I'd rather not say. It'd be important if you
It'd
did.
be wise.
Yeah.
Is that a day in the life of the war zone or nothing too crazy? Let's day in the
Another
life.
day.
That's a typical thing on a war zone.
Oh, you're not phased. Sorry.
Hey, brother, I know you, bro. You're the
How are
freaking
you, man?
reporter, dude.
That's
on
right.
YouTube.
That's right.
He said, I knew. I see your video.
My name's Jonathan, by the way,
Jonathan,
bro.
great to meet you. We're in the war zone. How long
Ask
you
the
been out
questions,
here?
brother. I grew up in the South
Ask the
Valley,
questions.
but off and on about 30 years, bro.
Okay.
So I did homeless ministry for about 10 years, dude. Now let me tell you what happens over here, bro. The homeless, they live off of government money, bro.
Yeah.
So basically, they get a paycheck on SSDI disability, and they don't have to get a place, they don't have to get a drug test to get the money, and they get comfortable, they get real comfortable, and guess what happens, bro? Then they say, oh, well, this is freedom because I don't have to pay rent, I don't have to pay bills. And you know what, dude? I've helped people get off the streets, but I've also had people
That's sad.
that don't want to get off the streets. That's about 60 to 70% of the people don't want to get off the streets.
It's easier to be on the streets and just be high because that's what they're giving them.
Streets, brother.
You can get high all the
Why do you
time.
think that is?
I'd say a lot of oppression. There's a lot of layers to it. It's like an onion, bro. You can't solve the problem overnight, dude.
Yeah.
Half these people out here that you see on the streets today will not be alive next year, bro.
Oh yeah.
They're toast. Yeah, look at that.
What do we think?
Yeah,
this
most
is
of them are
going on?
gonna overdose. What they're taking now is like, that shit's crazy how most of them survive.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
A question for you, sister. Sister, come over here. Let's get you out of the road.
Yeah, don't get
She's crazy.
How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? He's telling me.
I ain't trying to talk to you.
Okay, fair enough.
Mental illness, bro. Yeah.
Mental illness, bro. Mental illness.
You agree with everything you said? I am. How you doing, sir?
She's start laughing. Are you, Tyler?
I do security.
How is it working security out here?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy out here. Fuck the cops. We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Crazy.
W for blurring his face out because you know if he's a security, he can't talk about shit.
Me, Los Angeles. Yeah, bro, I almost get stabbed. I almost get punched. Like
On an everyday basis?
everyday basis,
Yeah.
dude. Like just a few days ago, there's a guy, like on fentanyl, just wielding a knife and stuff, just like going
The fuck?
crazy, and I had to
What
report.
do they expect you to do about that? You gotta
Bro,
take the
I'm
knife
just a-
out of his hands
bro,
or
I'm
what?
just- dude, I'm just a level 1. I have no
I'm just
like
a level
power or anything. Like, dude, it's crazy out here, bro.
Yeah.
He said it's crazy. It's like a GTA lobby.
This guy
How you doing,
got
man?
punched.
I was assaulted on my birthday doing this
Damn.
shit.
What?
Happy birthday to you. If you're level 1, for instance, can you fight back? Do you just detain the individual?
The state laws state that we are allowed to defend ourselves, just
Sure.
like you are.
Sure.
But we're supposed to be trained in de-escalation. We tried to do that. Guy broke my orbital bone, broke a bone
Damn.
in my face, did nerve damage, collapsed my sinuses. The guy that assaulted me did over $1,000 worth of property damage to the bus.
Yep.
Aggravated battery, aggravated assault, released on his own recognizance the next morning.
And that guy's back out here where you
Oh.
were day to day. Damn.
I can tell you this.
What the fuck?
They had a
Who's just
vehicle
wielding a
stolen.
knife?
He ripped out the guardrail over here, almost hit the cafe. So, and a stolen vehicle. They've lit in this building on fire. They tried to light this building on
can't
fire.
Man, nothing's holy out here.
If you go deeper, dude, like right on the
over there.
there's like a
Trying
dispensary.
to tell him
there's,
more to go.
Yeah,
and
right,
there's,
right
like,
by the smoke
that,
shop. Yeah.
That's crazy. And
Every
if you
week
even
I'll be
go
over there.
deeper over there,
Yeah.
you'll see more like just camps, dude.
Okay.
It's like their own community.
So we're really just gonna pop in here. Keep in mind the sheer amount of undercover cops out here. For all that,
There's undercover cops.
I know
right
they might
there.
as well think we are in fact undercover cops.
They for sure think they're
right here.
undercover cops. I would think you're an undercover cop.
Oh, dang. So man, left and right, everything out here is going down. Just pure chaos. We're gonna hop out. Okay. So another situation right now, right next to the infamous smoke
Police of
shop,
City.
of course.
Oh,
Right after you buy your $1 bong, OD on meth, get arrested by the cops.
No way, they selling meth bongs.
Smoke
That's
shop,
wild.
of course. Right after you buy your $1 bong,
$1 meth. Yo.
OD on meth, get arrested by the cops. Let's see what's going on out here.
can't make this
Potential
shit up.
overdose. What's going on?
Can't make this shit up.
What's going on, bro?
You know what happened? So we
You
got
see
something
what's happening. Come on, Tyler.
going on out here. How you doing, man? What's up, man?
Get the f- here, dog.
Nah, it's public, no?
Get the fuck out of here. This
I'm
ain't
ju-
public right here. This is private
Ah,
property
okay,
right
my
here, man.
bad. Hey, you ready?
Get the f- out of here.
Boom,
dog.
now we're good.
I'm gonna slap you in the f-
You're gonna stab the fuck out of me? All right, good luck. I'm peaceful. I'm pacifist. I was taking a look at the pipes. You're being crazy.
Homie
I'm
showed
so mad.
up overdosing off of drugs. He came from across the street. He was falling on cars and he just needed help. And it looks like he overdosed off fentanyl. So.
How many of these does this happen a night?
Usually 2 minimum.
You guys have a
2 minimum a night.
10 shop. I commend you. And a couple ODs a night you guys are out here responding to?
Yeah, essentially.
And has that been the case for the last couple of years? Is that relatively new?
It's ongoing. It's ongoing.
Ongoing?
If you're out tonight, just be careful. It's usually dangerous over here. Call us if you need it.
Okay, I will. Thank you guys. We want to see
Call
everyone
us
out
if you need us. We're not gonna be there.
We're alive and sober, but may not be possible. I hope everyone gets treatment out here, but it seems like at the end of the day, you gotta want it.
After the chaos of the
Yeah.
night, how did the war zone look in the day, and how was life for those who lived in it?
But just to show you, we got apartments, we got houses, people are living out here. We're in it. 1 block over, homeless, drug addicts, crime, gunshots. Jonathan, how long you lived out here?
Over 13 years.
How did it become known as the war zone?
A lot of drugs, a lot of prostitution, murders, everything, drug selling, all the stuff you could think about under the sun. I go around with my pack. I pack everywhere, wherever I go. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yo, shit, my boy's packing.
Have to, yeah?
Yeah.
You got kids?
I got one 13-year-old and one 11-year-old myself. And I used to be hooked on heroin really bad.
Damn.
But I've been clean for over 14 years now.
W.
Has the drug abuse and the crime out here driven you out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. So there is recovery. You just got to be willing to do it. Right on. Nice to
Great to
meet
meet you,
you. Have a
Jonathan.
good one.
What's going on out here?
Got pulled over because I was smoking.
What were you smoking?
Cigarettes?
No, she was not smoking some cigarettes. Let's be real, honey.
Some fent?
Some cigarettes.
No
Some
moral judgment.
He detained me for possession of drug paraphernalia.
How you doing, officer? Oh, I'm doing good. I hit leg day, though.
You guys are free to go.
Can I interview you, sir?
I would love to, but unfortunately I can't just because we have SOPs for it.
And I just have one question, though. Is it legal to set up a tent out here?
It is not. It is against a lot of erector structure in the city of Albuquerque.
And is it legal to smoke fentanyl?
No, sir. It is.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform, you have the power. Not IT, not...
It is not.
What about meth?
So it's illegal to possess it. If you consume it and it's gone before we get it, it is what it is, but it's illegal to possess it.
How'd you end up here in the war zone?
I ended up in Albuquerque because my mother took my kids across state lines, which I didn't know at the time was kidnapping. So I followed and I got stuck here within the legal system. Always getting arrested because I'm big and scary, aggravated crimes that I don't even...
She is not, you know what?
Commit.
So when did blues hit the streets out here?
I was in prison when that happened. I was clean for 11 years and I ended up relapsing about 6 months ago, and started using fentanyl and stuff like that.
Why don't you go to like a shelter?
I'm 86 from all the shelters because I was going through severe abuse from the psychopath and I didn't know it. And I got real mouthy with people, so that even the domestic violence shelters won't take me anymore. They said that my resources have run out, so I don't know what to do now.
Stay safe. Out here.
No doubt.
All right, catch you later.
No doubt.
And then we have another arrest right here. Cops typically pull up and just arrest people for drug use or what?
I don't know. They just roll up. It could be a warrant or someone called it in. But they shouldn't even be here. You know what I mean? They called here and they issue somewhere else. Yeah.
Is it blues and meth out here?
One thing I'm trying to get is methamphetamine and wax put together. And I smoking a pen called
that food is wild.
Eisenhower dopamine.
Is that a kind of a new combo out here?
Oh, it's called dopamine. Okay. The chemical in your brain to make you happy.
Sure. How many times have you died out here?
Oh, me? Oh, man. Thousands.
And you carry Narcan like that?
No.
And we noticed I saw you lost a ton of weight. Is that from?
Oh yeah.
Are you on a fitness journey? Or
oh my God.
Is that like drug use?
Just drug use.
Yeah.
I go back and forth.
Is meth like your Ozempic?
Mm-hmm.
All right, bro. That's all I got for you. Be safe. See ya, Alo. I'm collecting some paraphernalia.
That food is too honest. What the fuck?
Does it strike me as unusual? Not really, because everyone and their mother's got a bubble pipe, smoking some fentanyl or meth out here. We're gonna hop back in the car, see what else is going on here in the war zone. If you look in someone's hand, it's not too uncommon to see a little butane torch. This guy's even got a sawed-off Fanta right there. He's trying to keep cool. This guy has oxygen right here, and he's panhandling. Pretty sad sight, actually. So, David, I see you out here with the oxygen tank.
Okay.
What's going on?
From Texas, and was here, moved to Texas with my son for work, and it didn't pan out, so we came back. My insurance has not kicked in here yet,
okay.
So put me up pretty much on the street, and with medicine in and out of the hospital, I can't afford it, so I had to hold the sign. It's getting a little better, but I'm on trying to get my insurance from Texas to here.
How much does oxygen cost?
I think it's $100 per tank.
$100 per tank.
Yeah.
How is life out here in the war zone?
Very, very tough. There's always shootings going on, people getting beat up or robbed.
So tell me about the drug situation out here.
Oh,
do you use?
I don't. I had gotten surgery, so I got pain medicine, got hooked on it, and I got on methadone to get off of it.
Okay.
So I'm clean now, so.
What's the biggest drug of choice you see out here? Is it fentanyl?
Fentanyl, and then it would be meth.
How much would it cost for me to get some fentanyl right now?
Right in
$5.
this area, about $5 to $6 a pill.
What did I say?
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Should have basically kill you.
Big Mac. So what's the biggest reason keeping you out here on the streets?
Right now, it's just the health, my health. Yeah, I'd love to go back to work. You know, I got an ID and social security card and stuff, but.
What's one message you'd like to give to the city?
Help out a little more. We're trying, you know. I know not everybody's drug addicts and bad people, so.
My friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time. Yep. Scratching some lottos. Any of y'all down for like an interview for like $10, 2 minutes of your time?
I don't know, Tyler. Maybe, not to be rude, they're not too coherent for an interview, my boy.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm here with.
Drunk. Ow.
How long has the war zone been like this?
As far as I can remember, I'm 40 years old, and as far as I can remember, I was 12 years old, been out here, so.
You grew up out here? What are people using out here right now? Meth or blues?
Everything you think of. I mean, I went to go to the methadone clinic, and I tested positive for things I don't even know that I did.
What do you do to make money out here?
I do whatever I can.
Do you have any options for detox and drug treatment out here?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They come out here and they ask us if we want to detox.
They offer it to you?
Yeah.
What's keeping you out here?
The drugs.
Yeah.
I'd rather be high.
Can you tell us the work you guys do and where we can find you and maybe donate?
We do. We're called God's Misfits.
Okay.
Let me give you a flyer.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
This is our Tuesday night route, and we also do a Saturday night route. We offer clothes,
Thank you.
food. You can get a hold of Jackie, and you can also donate to all these. Where do I find you?
Tyler Oliveira. YouTube.
Where's that video at?
Oh, chill.
What the hell?
I mean, it's nowhere. It's actively being recorded as we speak. My friend, I do not have the time to fight anyone. I'm peaceful. I'm chill. Okay, have a good day. Thank you. Appreciate the work.
So I headed back to the infamous Kentucky Fried Crack House to see what it served during the day.
But real quick, have you ever gotten in a car accident? Morgan to Morgan, they'll fight
Not the Morgan to Morgan,
in description or scan the... Welcome to the war zone. We got a lot of people out here. Some boarded up windows to my left. We're gonna jaywalk in because it seems like there's no other way. All right, we got the cursed KFC right there. Kentucky Fried.
We're not making our wish lists like this anymore. No more notes app lists or open tabs you'll never look at again. This year,
Fried crack. What's up? Out here west side? Okay, my bad. I thought he was... Whoa, I'm good. Hey, chill. Like, yo, I ain't packing today. I thought I was about to get shot, but we're chilling out here. I saw my life flash before my eyes for a second there, I'll be honest.
And out of pure luck, I stumbled upon an
I'm just gonna go in here.
How you doing, sir? You want to be interviewed for $10? What? I'm trying to talk to some Albuquerqueans out here.
Sure, man. What do you want to know about Albuquerque?
I want to know everything about this place.
Oh, I'm the main dog to talk about.
All right.
They call me Suicide.
What?
That's my name, Suicide.
Suicide, all right.
But the homies gave it to me, you know, because I've tried to commit suicide so many times, you know.
Well, that's why you have the name.
The homie.
Did you try to kill yourself?
I've tried to roll myself up. I shot myself. I lit myself on fire. I've OD'd on pills. I used to jump in front of cars. I jumped off the freeway. They used to call me the freeway.
No way.
Jumper. They try to call me Splat because I used to jump in front of cars. I'm very suicidal still. And then they just moved me into a 5-story apartment. I'm on the top floor. But
that's not good then.
No,
you get those intrusive
no,
thoughts.
it is okay.
Okay. Do you feel like you're here for a reason then if you're still alive?
No, God punishing me.
This guy.
Use that. Oh, don't do it.
For living in the street the way I was, living on a bicycle, and at least I have a roof over my head.
Yeah.
I have a big screen TV. I have food in my refrigerator. I'm mellow like jello. I'm fine like wine. I used to be the worst criminal in Albuquerque all the time.
Real?
Yeah. I used to carry guns and everything. I used to sell drugs to all these stupid, but I see them all stupid now, you know.
So you're clean now?
Yeah.
What's going on out here in the war zone?
Well,
who's the war with?
Themselves, honestly. It's the drugs, bro.
So Suicide, given that you're sort of unk out here, you're old gen gangster, how have things changed from what you've noticed?
It hasn't. The police don't even care no more. They see you doing drugs, they just drive right by, you know, like later. You know,
so Suicide, what would you suggest is the solution to all this homelessness, crime, drug addiction out here?
put them all in the jail for a while.
Yeah, forcible rehab.
Yeah, force them.
I agree.
Because if you don't, they're going to keep doing it. No matter what. I pray
Forced
for
rehab is crazy. I don't know about that one.
You know, I talk to them, but they don't want to listen,
Yeah,
bro.
you can't make
Fentanyl and
nobody
heroin
do
are the
that.
worst
You're
drugs
gonna
in
do it
America right now. I want to pray for the people that are on them.
You're getting emotional on me.
I love these people, man. Look how screwed up they are, you know? Living in the street, in people's yards, on Central, you know? We used to be a clean city, man, you know? Everybody respected each other, you know?
We're in the war zone. We picked the worst spot to hang out right now, but how is the city?
This city, really, it's a good city, man. I've been here all my life. I've been here since 1958. Lived the streets since
How
he
you guys
was
doing? A question for you, fellas. I mean to interrupt you. We're trying to do a little documentary out here. You down for a little interview for like $10 for 2 minutes? How long you been out here?
About a year and a half.
How is it out here in the war zone?
Nice, it's good, you know what I mean? This is what you make it, you know what I mean?
Does it live up to the name?
Yeah.
Is it dangerous out here?
Make it dangerous, you know what I mean?
What do you use out here?
I use everything. Man, heroin, weed, I use it all, I mean, party.
If there were like an option to go to rehab,
Party, this guy's crazy.
right now, would you go?
Yeah, I might, yeah.
You would?
Yeah, I might, yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm ready but not ready, you know what I mean?
Ready but not ready. And how many times you died?
19, 20 times.
Here you go, bro. Be safe out here.
Yeah, I take it.
Is that butane?
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad? You know suicide?
Tried to commit suicide one time.
Oh, you did?
That's my name.
Oh, okay.
I see. Don't commit suicide.
Why is your nickname Suicide?
I've tried to commit suicide more than once.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
My friend, are you from here?
Originally?
Fair enough.
No, sir.
How'd you end up here?
My mom came out here like a decade ago to try and get clean off dope.
Did she succeed?
No, not at all.
Damn. Her mom tried to get clean off dope and got him into it.
No, I mean, like for a few years, yeah, but not for long.
Did you end up getting hooked yourself?
Yeah, when I was 17, she started giving me meth, yeah.
And how old are you?
Damn.
No.
23.
I was calling some rehab centers and like detox. Are there options to get clean out here if you want to?
I don't know. I've asked several hospitals for help getting into rehabs, and all they've done is throw me out of the emergency room and
They
leave
threw
me to
you out?
die. Yeah.
And how many times you died?
How many times have I died from
Yeah.
like overdosing? I don't know, 300-400.
300-400?
Yeah, if it weren't for Narcan, there's no way in hell I'd be here.
Oh, well, I appreciate the time.
Yep.
Be safe.
Yep.
Thank you, man.
You're giving them money to buy the drugs, man.
Okay, I didn't
For
give
real.
him. I thought about it. I was like, you're right. You're right.
Just say to yourself in your mind, we're here to interview you.
Okay, all right.
But the people don't care no
That's smart.
more because the system is so screwed up too, you know. They always talk
Bro, so
about
they're
they
giving
wanna
them money to do drugs. Stop it.
get people off the street. They want to get them housing. They want to get them to rehab. But a lot of these people are so addicted to drugs. Look at this astronaut right here.
How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? You all right?
Yeah. Damn, that dude looks young. That fool looks fucking high as shit.
What's your name, man?
Prince.
They call me Suicide.
Nice to meet you.
What are you on?
Pretty much everything.
Okay.
Fucking-
I love verga, he said. I like suicide.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, young man.
Damn, that was 23.
We're not bad people out here.
Right.
This is
100%.
family.
What was that?
You feel that?
And then they
I did not feel that. I'll be
and then
honest.
they give out cards.
You feeling a little reverberation?
This was thinks it was thinks he can move the world. He said, "You feel that? You don't feel that bounce?"
Nah, I don't feel it.
Nope. I got shot last week at God's warehouse. I got ran over and shot in the leg. Look.
That's
See?
awful, bro.
Look.
Have you been offered any medical? Or they stitched you
I
up? and
did.
shit? You can
I'm
walk.
going to the hospital right now.
Who shot you?
I don't know. I don't see
Is that how it works out here?
And you know what? I'll keep coming out here with my leg like this.
This
Gets hella close.
Your leg looks swollen
looks
though.
awful,
We
man.
gotta get you.
Gangrene,
Did
look.
you-
Bro, you need to go to a hospital because that shit looks infected.
Hospital, homie, por favor.
I went to the hospital. Guess
What did they say? What did they say?
Oh, you just want fentanyl. No, I tell them, you know what? I'll just get some penicillin from the streets or something.
Yo, how does this fool have a? Oh, you know what? I think it's cut. But how does this fool have a Russell Wilson jersey and then a fucking cowboy jersey?
Hey, homie.
It's
My
320.
friend, you're gonna lose that leg though. You might lose that leg.
Bro, you can lose that leg.
Take care of my people
Okay.
first
Hey,
before.
All right.
what, brother?
I'll be careful. And we got the National Guard out
I
here
got
too.
another leg. He said about lose this leg.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Bro, that shit looks fucking swole.
Something.
hey, homie.
My friend, you're gonna lose that leg though. You might.
I'll just.
What did they say? What did they say?
Oh, you out here with my leg like this?
Your leg looks swollen
looks
though.
awful,
We
man.
gotta get you.
Dude,
Jack
that looks
Green,
look.
wild. That looks
Go to
crazy.
the city and the government is.
I'll be careful. And we got the National Guard out here too.
Yeah, the city and the government is really finally trying to focus on getting the people off the street. I wish they could and I wish they would, you know.
And is this? What do we think? This is a traffic.
This is a memorial for somebody that's probably OD'd,
How common is this suicide?
probably every day. You all right, bro?
You good? Yeah.
Wait, if
Said
you were
want some of
detained
my
at
drugs.
any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street,
We're doing like a documentary piece on the drug addiction and whatnot out here. Has it gotten like more prevalent or less prevalent the last couple of years? Do you know? Shane? All right, bro. Keep doing your job. Stay safe. Thank you. I have one question for you. So, do you get arrested if you just possess drugs, or is it use, or?
Just look it up, bro. I'm not gonna do no interviews.
I see. All right.
These guys are assholes.
Fair enough. What is this? Police service aid? Are
No,
those?
they're service aid.
I
It's
see.
just service to fucking police. They're fucking just assisting the cops to be like an undercover spying on us.
Got it.
What the fuck? Why can't we just stand on the sidewalk? Think they can control everything in life now. It's fucking pissing
Is
me
it the
off,
drug
dude.
use they're like concerned about, or what?
There's probably the main thing about the drug use and our homelessness. Well, then fucking help us, motherfuckers. Fuck you, fucking pussies. Come on, give us a place to stay. They're shutting down alleys everywhere for people to fucking live, dude. Like, what the this is not life, dude. This is not life at all.
So I headed to the smoke shop in the center of the chaos to see if I could purchase some wares to continue my drug habit in the war zone.
We're gonna pop into the smoke shop. This is the place to be. Get your goods. Oh, they got the bubble.
Get your needs.
And all.
The advertisement like this is what brings them out.
We'll peel. Thank you. He fell over
Dang,
just
that fool is just.
a moment ago. He's frozen
Stuck.
in time right now. That's the effect of the drug out here.
Right.
That fool is
People going
frozen in
all over
time.
Just a moment ago, he's frozen in time right now. That's the effect of the drug out here.
Right.
Do people go in there, buy bongs for drug use? That's not weed. That's all I'm asking.
Oh, basically it's not for weed, it's for tobacco.
We're trying to get some honest.
No, for reals, that's why they sell it in the first place, because everybody likes tobacco.
What do most people use the pipes in there for? Bubble ones.
Variety of everything.
Bubbles. Meth. Because they're telling me it's all just tobacco. It's just weed. I'm like, could that be true? All right. You down for an interview?
Yeah, at least she was honest. She's real.
Nah. All right.
100.
Trying to talk to folks that have lived out here.
I've been out here for 5 years.
How has it been?
I'm like in and out of Westside Shelter.
And how has it been?
It's been okay, but I just feel like they're corrupt, and I feel like they're using their donations and stuff like that for their own addictions and whatnot. That is just a reaction of not having drugs.
Is there options to get rehab and drug treatment out here?
There is options, and there's plenty of resources, but in the end, it's all corrupt.
Right.
The devil's running the show.
And what is stopping you from getting clean?
Me.
And these ladies are selling their bodies or what?
Yeah, they sell the body.
Question for you ladies. Can I pay for a quick interview? I'm doing a project about the war zone out
for
here.
an interview instead of.
No. Here, I'll show you my channel.
Okay, how much are you trying to pay me?
How much for like 2 minutes of your time?
$50.
We do like 30 bucks?
50.
40 bucks, we'll call it a deal. I don't even have 50 on me. I want that interview. I'm down for it. Fuck it. This is how we spend our budget, kids. Go subscribe at Patreon to fund more
how we spend our
interviews with prostitutes on the streets.
I'd be like, go on down the road, you fuck.
If you want to support system,
Making people feel happy.
how long you been doing that job? I assume as a prostitute.
Like a couple months. Couple years.
Is it dangerous work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. Yes, very dangerous.
Why do you do this work?
Money. I like the money.
Do you make good money?
Yeah.
How much you make a year?
I don't know all that.
All right, how much you make on a good day? How about that? IRS isn't listening.
$1,000.
How much do you typically sell yourself for?
$1,000.
150. So there's cops right over there. Do they do anything, or they let you do your thing?
They stop you when they need you to give them information.
They want you to rat on somebody.
Yeah.
Do you have a pimp out here?
No.
You're solo.
Yeah.
You're 20 years old. You've been doing this for a couple months. How did you get into this?
Just looking up stuff on the internet.
What does that mean?
Basically, just OnlyFans, just looking at things on the internet. It's internet. Everything's on the internet.
Do you do OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Do you do OnlyFans? You also do a private night with a customer?
Something like that. This is life right now.
Something like
For
that.
everybody, it's hard. It sucks. But we do it.
By choice, or is this the worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario.
Do you live on the streets?
Live on the streets.
Yeah. Why not a shelter or something like that?
Shelters are worse than the streets.
A lot of people say that. Why is that?
A lot of rapes, bed bugs. I mean, everything that's. The shelters are worse than sleeping on a sidewalk.
Do you think you'll ever quit?
Yes, I'm quitting
When are you gonna quit?
soon.
When you get enough money?
Yeah. I don't even have sex for money. I just get men to give me money.
For real?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
How do you do that?
I don't know.
We're talking like sugar daddies?
Yeah.
All right, hey, well, it's been a pleasure to meet you. I hope the best for you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Is there anything you wish the city would provide in terms of services or resources that would help you not be out here selling your body and working like this?
Being able to get us into housing. Just a month ago, I got a job for Albuquerque Community Safety, and
because of something in my background. I guess I'm not even a felon, but
Yeah.
they didn't let me work. I was that close to getting out of here.
I'll take care of
Yeah.
you. I ain't got my old lady no more.
You're gonna move her in? Maybe you got a place to stay.
Yeah, hey, I'll let you in. I got a bad at now.
See you later.
All right, let's go across.
You being genuine? You let her live with you?
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
First thing I see near these apartments, suicide?
He said, yeah, I would.
This guy in the trash can.
You know
There
what?
go, bro.
You know what
What you looking
suicide's
for?
trying to do?
So give me some ice drink.
I'm gonna give you a tenner so you can get yourself a nice drink. Does that sound good?
Really?
Yeah, I don't want you climbing through the trash. Get some food, my friend.
Hey, get out of the trash, brother. You don't have to be in there.
Yeah, we don't want you in the trash.
There's another way to hustle, man.
Hey, no, you're good. No, you don't apologize. I just feel bad you're in the trash can looking for cabs. Joey, you're saying you didn't want to panhandle, so you're looking for cans in the trash.
Well, it looks bad, you know, a young man like me not working. And usually have to walk all around, knock on doors and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete.
I just
Bro's looking for drugs that aren't finished yet. That's what he is.
That's right. I was born in Sacramento. When I was 14, my mama and my dad were struggling with the bills, so we moved with my grandparents. Well, when they died, his girlfriend took over the house and she kicked me out, and I couldn't stay at my buddy's house with the baby. That's a bad example to show your homie's kid, you know, someone's just sleeping on the couch all the time. So you know what? I'd rather just move to the street. You know?
How old are you, bro?
I'm 22 right now.
Bro, you got a whole life ahead of you.
22.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You can make it happen, bro.
Once I get my ID, it's costs a little bit of money to get your ID nowadays. But
how much for an ID?
Social Security, which I really need. My mama threw all my information away. I think it costs about $20.
It's like $20.
Man, if I give you $20 right now, will you get an ID?
We will not get an ID. Let's be 100% honest here, bro. If he gives you that $20, he is not gonna get that ID.
Honestly,
real talk, honesty.
Dude, honestly, no, he's not.
Yeah.
I might. Yeah, I might. Yeah, no.
Suicide's laughing. You don't think you will?
I don't think he will either. He's digging in the trash for looking for drugs.
Digging in the dumpster, homie. Okay, I feel for him, bro.
He's digging in the dumpster, homie.
My heart. If you give me $20, bro, sure, I'll go buy me some drugs, homie.
Suicide is 100.
I'm gonna go get down.
You gonna buy drugs?
No, I was gonna give me an ice drink first.
He's breaking bread
Hey, I'm breaking bread, bro. I believe in you.
Really?
Yeah, of course, bro. You got this.
You know what? I will go check it out then.
Yeah, please do it.
Right now, I'm gonna go get some. The dog needs some water over here.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, now the dogs need some water.
After liberating our homie from the trash can, I stumbled upon these folks on the sidewalk who offered me a fresh perspective on their situation.
How you guys doing? We're doing a little documentary piece out here. If you guys have any thoughts you'd be willing to share, that's what we're doing. Seeing that it's tough to get rehab and maybe some drug treatment out here too, so we're just trying to get some perspective from you guys. We're
I
getting
don't believe that that's the case. I believe that.
Tell me, sir.
Because rehab is very available. I was in
Oh.
health clinic 3 days ago. They gave me this caseworker and they made me start filling out all this paperwork. One of the questions was, on a scale from 0 to 10, what is your want to on getting clean? I was all 10. We all want to get clean. He's all, okay, 10 being the most means, let's go. I'm going to put you in the
Oh, he was ready
in
to
the
take
van
you.
and take you to rehab right now. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
He
I
said,
have
whoa,
life.
whoa, whoa. He said, hold on. I'm not ready yet.
I have responsibilities. The drugs that I'm on, prescribed by my doctor, no rehab will take me right now. But I guess we'll have to drop that down to an 8. He says, if you want it, I can put you in the van right now. He said it to my face just 3 days ago.
Okay, so there's options.
Don't let people tell you that you can't get clean here. You can. The resources are insane.
So what is the reason you guys are out here still?
Drugs.
Drugs?
They said we want to be high.
Drugs, and it's easier to get high than it is to get clean and get a job.
Yeah. If I'm hungry right now, where can I go to get food?
Turn around.
Right there. That easy.
You wanna go talk to the pastor? He's gonna be like that.
Yeah, we should.
It was clear many out here chose to live on the streets. But were the available shelters truly as hellish as they said? And is rehab actually available if you want it? I went to the church across the street that just fed this group lunch to see what the pastor here thought these people needed to get off the streets.
Snacks, food, anything
Yo,
you
the pastor is so nice. What the fudge? Anything you need for free.
need to eat. Pastor, who
Shout
are
out
you?
the pastor.
I'm Pastor Chuck Aragon, the founder of God's Warehouse. Been working the streets 14 years here in Albuquerque now.
If
if I'm on the streets right now, is there anywhere for me to go to get rehab, detox? Where can I go? Is that a thing?
There's a lot of help right now. Mayor Keller has been the best thing that's ever happened to homelessness. And a lot of people don't understand. Westside Shelter has 450 beds, and buses pick them up every day at 6:30. And there's certain areas that they have to be where the buses will stop. God's Warehouse is the main stop. Many people come in here and say that they've been hurt. They put themselves in situations that they shouldn't be in, because of the addiction.
In the shelters themselves?
No, not the shelter. They didn't nobody.
Oh, so nobody's getting raped in the shelters?
No, shelter.
That's BS.
No, a lot of people make excuses why they don't want to go to shelters.
Shoot straight with me.
But the reality is they probably
they owe money, or either that, or I think you got to be clean in the shelters.
owe money.
To the shelter.
No, to people, drug dealers.
They owe money to the drug dealers that live in the shelter too.
I see. Okay, that's the real.
Why?
What's the number one reason keeping people on the streets? Honest answer.
People want to get high.
So, Pastor.
For me being homeless, look at my pad now.
I've had this gentleman many times come and have me pray for him with tears in his eyes that he was going to kill himself.
Okay.
And what we do as Christian base, we'll pray for him and give him hope. And when I tell him, I said, don't listen to that lying spirit, because things can change tomorrow. I said, look, I did 17 years in prison, and I come out, I have everything I need now because of sobriety and because
Pastor Chuck.
Because of trusting in God and surrounding myself with a ministry and people that are positive. Jail's not the worst thing in the world. It's the only place.
Rehab, right?
It changed my life. It's sometimes it's the only place that you can actually clean up.
Where can the people help you in your organization here if they want to support or donate? Where can they find you?
We're called God's Warehouse, and you can always donate. We're a 501c3. You can always bring clothes, men's clothes. Everything a human being uses, don't throw it away.
ようこそおいでくださいました。そうは見えない。
Oh, you ended it. Alright.
Scorn, nigga.
Gene
What you feel? Niggas tell niggas that, yo, you see that nigga doing dirty, but the niggas know they can't do me dirty. They know what that's gonna cost. I got niggas that love me too. I got niggas that fuck with me. And they wasn't regular niggas. They was big niggas. They were strong niggas too. Mr. Tough TV. Tell the people why you did that whole thing on Gene Deal. Tell the people why Gene Deal was at your dinner table and you wanted to eat off the Gene Deal story that everybody was getting on him. Because I'm not even going to address the half a homo twan that you had on there. He got a whole boyfriend. So I'm not even going to address him. How a bitch ass nigga with a whole boyfriend gonna call some grown ass man a bitch ass nigga? Keep that same energy, Twan, when you at the cigar places.
Oh.
When you go to those cigar conventions and stuff like that, and niggas see you right there, keep that same energy. All right? Keep that same energy. Now, Mr. Tough TV, tell everybody why. And since you can't tell them, let me do the dirty work for you, brother.
I guess
Listen here.
Deal's responding to the trolls. It's funny. See what's going on around the block. Not much.
I just got back from the Superman movie.
gonna be funny.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her.
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut.
Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like a meat lovers.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be shoving people's carts again, part 2.
Part 2.
As the Indian Baljeet. Shout out to My House is Dirty.
Indian Baljeet.
Again for this video. Let's get right into it. Oh, the fault stuff? Excuse me. Yes, I said, excuse me.
Well, you didn't have to hit my basket.
I didn't hit it. I moved it.
Okay, well, you could have walked around. You didn't have to.
Don't yell your voice.
Don't touch my basket.
Lady,
no, I'm
stop.
a woman and you're a man and don't touch my basket.
Yeah.
That's assault.
How is that assault?
Don't touch my basket.
That's assault.
You don't talk to me like that.
You don't touch my basket.
Don't talk to me like that.
I don't care. You don't touch my basket.
And don't scream at me.
Don't talk to me like that.
Exactly. Don't go there, lady.
No, you don't go there.
Are you in your senses?
No, you not.
Are you in your senses?
I don't care.
Yes, you care, ladies.
And I'll call the
You
police.
care, lady.
I call the cops on you.
You don't do
when I
that.
talk like
You
this,
don't do that.
I'm a woman.
I'm a man.
Get out of my face.
You get out
Girl
of mine.
said time out, time out.
Before I call the police.
Before I call the police.
That's assault.
How is?
You should call the cops. You don't assault
You should.
a woman.
How did I assault you?
You touched my basket.
I moved it.
You could have went around.
I didn't. You're in the way.
My basket again.
You're in the way, lady.
No, you go around. Go around.
Around when you're in the way?
I'm standing right here.
Yeah, don't do that.
Touch my basket.
Stop yelling. I call the police on you.
I'm gonna call on you.
Yeah, me too.
That's assault.
I would be dying, bro, if I seen this in public.
Assault.
That's assault.
Crazy
Don't
lady.
touch my basket again.
She's crazy lady. All I was trying to do is get this. Because you were in the way.
He said he did the same thing to me.
And you were in the way too.
He did.
Yeah.
And that's assault.
She's saying I hit.
You took my whole
she's
basket
saying I
and
hit
shoved
her.
it.
When I just moved the basket.
That's assault. And I want
That
the
fool
police.
can't keep up with his accent.
It's over
Yeah.
here now. Because you took my basket and I almost fell when you threw it on
Yeah,
the table.
right. Yeah, right.
I would have took off running.
Knees messed
No,
up.
no,
Yeah,
took
right.
That's
that
why I'm
off.
holding
Yeah.
my back.
Yeah, right. I was trying to get this.
Thank you.
Weird lady.
They're coming.
You're in the way.
What?
I'm on the phone.
So what?
Yes, motherfucker. You're in the way.
You can be polite, okay?
Okay, no, I said move, but you did not listen. You need to move. This bench is in the way. Do you need chargers too? The disc? Excuse me?
Don't do that again, man.
For what? What are you doing? You just need to move.
Yeah, you can speak.
I did speak. You did not listen to me. You're into the phone. Yes.
He's like, do I smack this guy right now? Did that really just happen?
Excuse me? I'm on the phone.
What was that, man? You ain't gonna do it.
I'm on the phone.
It don't matter, man.
No, I just moved the card. I did not. This was your shit.
You just spent my shit with Stumble.
No, but I'm saying I did not know this was your shit.
What the fuck was that?
What are you talking? I just moved it.
You could have said, excuse me, man.
Are you on your senses?
Who?
Are you on your senses?
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying, are you on your senses? Yeah, I am. You're over there, like really getting upset over the cart. Come on, I just moved it, motherfucker.
Excuse me. Man, what the fuck was that?
No, I moved the cart. That's it.
You
fucker. Getting upset over the cart? Come on. I
motherfucker.
Just moved it, motherfucker.
You could have said, excuse me, man. What the fuck was that?
No, I moved the cart. That's it.
You ain't just do that.
Okay, Benchod, what? Okay, I'm sorry, Benchod. But I was trying to get this. That's it.
Bro, that's disrespect, man. You shouldn't be doing that shit. If I was in the way, man, you shouldn't have fucking done that shit. What the fuck's wrong
Hold on, lady.
Oh, now he's mad. Now he's mad.
This guy, hold on.
Fuck, man. What the fuck is wrong with you with that?
That's what I'm saying. So,
Move the fuck out this car, move it out the way. You could have said, excuse me, man.
okay, so what do you want to do or something?
Bro, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? What the fuck do you
What
want
do you want to do?
I'm like,
What the fuck do you want to do, bro?
all I just did
All
was
of us, bro. Oh, bro, come on, bro. Let's be come on, bro.
move the cart. That's it. That's all. That's all I did. That's all I did. I moved the
That's
cart.
all I did.
You got to relax. It's just a
Wanna
cart.
fucking play with me, bro? What the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. Monday.com is the one you'll actually.
Oh, I can't with this.
Why are you getting so upset over the
Why
cart?
the fuck is moving the car like that, bro?
So I'm gonna get another one.
Go get another one. Bitch.
You're a bit, bro. You're not doing nothing. You're just standing there, dog. Come on, dog.
Are you okay?
Are you?
I'm fine.
So get the fuck out of here, bro.
Why? I'm in the aisle buying
I
stuff.
don't care.
You're a crazy man.
You're a crazy man.
Crazy man? Yeah.
You ain't gonna do nothing, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What?
Get out of here.
What do you mean get out of here? You get out of here. Absolutely. Which one? What else do you want? The Red Bulls? Yes. Oh, that's your shit? I'm
That's
sorry,
your shit.
motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker, I did not see it.
No motherfucker. Hey.
What are you saying? What are you talking about? You speak Spanish? You speak Spanish? Pendejo.
Oh.
Yes. You speak Spanish, right? Yes. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to grab this. I didn't know that was your shit.
He's like, I'm not even gonna engage.
Excuse me, I'm on the phone.
Don't be slanging my stuff, man. You don't went crazy.
What are you talking about?
No, you just slung my basket all like that.
No, I moved it out the way, Bencho.
You
Stop.
slung it and throwed it.
No, I moved it. This is what we do in India, Bencho.
I don't care.
Motherfucker, don't talk to me like that.
Sit down.
I'm just getting my stuff, and that's it. I'm not doing nothing mean. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Doing nothing. You're over there
Man,
being.
you grabbed my thing and
you're,
slung it, man.
You're
like
over.
Crazy. I'm trying to get something.
I understand, me too, and that shit was in the way. I did not know that was your shit. You know what I mean? All right, Bencho. I'm sorry. This. All right, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker.
That dude's funny.
This is how we do it in India. You know, people don't. If the stuff is right there, then, you know, I just move it out the way.
You know, like it's better to have your stuff valued than
Yeah,
in
this.
the middle of the house.
Exactly.
So that's why I had it.
No, hold on, baby. I'm talking to this motherfucker. Yeah, no, but what I was talking about is like this, the stuff was right there, and I did not, that was your stuff, so you know what I mean? But I'm sorry, Binchot. You know?
You know, we cool, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand you didn't know it was mine.
By the way, do you need any tech support or something like this?
No thanks.
You're good? Do you want to take a trip to Hawaii, India, Pakistan, you know, Canada, whatever you fuck you want? All you got to do is go back in the counter, get a gift card for $100, and then give it to me. And I can give you a free pass, a one-way trip to Africa or something, whatever.
No, man, I'm cool.
You're good?
Appreciate it though, man.
No, the Africa joke was crazy. Chill.
What? You're in the way again.
Hey, you on the phone.
What the fuck? This is a private call from Apple Care.
Jesus.
What is wrong with you? Are you in your senses or what? Are you okay?
You just looking for a fight.
No, I'm looking for the cheese. I'm looking for the cheese.
So am I.
Well, motherfucker, here you go. This is one. With friends. Come on. Here you go.
With friends, come on.
Okay. Yes.
Have a good day.
You too, brother. All right? Bro, I'm just a joke, bro. Look, it's a prank. We're doing a video. Damn, yo, you fucking.
He was not gonna do nothing. He was not gonna smack nothing, bro. You were not gonna smack nothing because if you were gonna smack something, you would have already done it.
Yo, that was crazy. Nah.
Then they would have told you to smacking it.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. It's just a little video for YouTube and shit. It's like fucking slamming cards. Yeah,
It was not.
Nah, it's up for the video. Oh, we just, bro, my bad. I got cheated.
Nah, that was funny though. Dude, that's funny. Let's watch one more.
Are we?
For meeting for coffee? They're gonna look.
What's up, guys? Today I'm back with another video. I'm gonna be shoving people's cards, prank as the Indian Baljeet. Shout out to My House is Dirty for this video. Let's get right into it. Yes. Coming up.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
What did you say?
Just pay attention.
What the fuck? You're in the way.
You're in the way. Get off the
Dude,
phone.
I was gonna get on the. I was
Well,
going to.
get off the phone and get moving.
Why don't you just move your cart and then I can get my stuff? Don't talk to me like that.
Don't be rude.
Dude.
Don't be fucking
Don't
rude.
go there.
Don't wanna
Ben Chot, don't go there with me. This motherfucker is being an asshole. All in the way. Trying to get my ice cream.
Walking down the correct side of the fucking
Motherfucker, where does it say is the correct? Exactly, motherfucker. You're not in your senses. Exactly. You're not in your senses. Ben Chot. You're gonna have to pay for that. If
fucking pay for it. Shut up.
yeah, you do you go to Ingerman's classes or what? Are you okay? This Ben Chot.
Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. I was saying.
Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Why'd you do that?
No, but I'm on the phone.
Why did you do that? What is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Why did you push this
I
cart?
just moved the card.
No, you didn't just move the cart.
Lady.
You're being ridiculous.
Lady.
You're being ridiculous.
Are you
Get
in
away
your-
from me, please.
First of all, I'm trying to shop.
If
Stop,
you wanna
stop.
shop,
Look,
if
lady,
you wanna
let's
shop,
not
all
go
that's
there.
not
Let's not go there.
necessary.
Okay, lady?
No, you don't go there.
I'm on the
I
phone.
don't give a fuck if you're on the phone.
Oh.
You have anger issues. Stop.
No, you have anger issues. What you come over here touching my
All I did was just move
No,
the
you
card,
didn't.
lady. Stop being
No, you
like this.
didn't.
Don't go there.
You don't go there.
Well, I'm gonna go. What do you do? Can you move your cart?
You should have asked that before you came over here acting like an ass.
Let me get my stuff.
You don't even need nothing.
Let me get it. Are you going to let me get it or what? Why? Are
Why
you?
over here acting like this?
Do you work here?
Do you
Get your supervisor. Excuse me, lady.
You say excuse me, you wait for somebody to move. You don't just shove stuff.
I said excuse me, lady.
You wait for somebody to move.
So can you move, please?
No.
Please?
No.
For what? Why?
Why'd you come over here shoving the cart?
Hold on, lady. Let me call you back in a little bit. Lady, are we going to talk or not?
No.
Okay,
I
well
wanna
then
know
let me
what
get
did
my
you come
stuff.
over here for?
Then let me get
Why
my
did you
stuff.
come over here
I come.
aggressively pushing my cart?
I came to get this. You're in the way, and I just said move. Excuse me.
No, you
You
didn't.
did not hear me.
No, you didn't.
You did not hear me, lady.
No, you didn't. Don't point to me. What? No, you didn't.
I can do whatever I want. So
Well, I can do whatever I want. Asshole.
this lady, she's been a Ben Chot.
Ben Chot.
I said, excuse me, you did not move the cart.
I was going this way.
Motherfucker, you did not move the cart. I said,
Sir, I was moving it this way and you got impatient.
excuse me, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on.
You threw it.
I move this. I'm sorry, Ben Chot. Is that better?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's better?
too.
Oh, that guy just...
Cock and balls!
We're just fucking with you, bro. She's been in here for an hour.
I've been waiting for you to come. She was like, I'm looking at my husband. I've been sitting here waiting. I'm like, come on. Yes! Shut the camera. Like, which one would be best for like shaving like my pubes? Okay. Put your fingers in this one. And then like chop it like once. So this gentleman right here is just holding scissors and cutting people's hair.
Wait, no. Who else should cut my hair?
Yes, I did it.
You did?
Yes.
What? You think it's funny?
Yes, it's funny.
What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of my way, you two stupid.
What the fuck did I do?
Oh shit.
They're doing the freaking prank.
Wait, bro, don't be putting your hands on me like
Get
that.
the fuck out of here. Yo, me and him would beat your ass.
Shut the camera.
Get the fuck away. Get away. You want to record me? I'll record you too, buddy. Do it. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, play smart ass. You're looking in a good mood today, or else I'll break your fucking neck right now.
Oh, look, he's vulnerable.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna beat this guy ass.
This guy couldn't do shit.
It's illegal to record too, so that's 2 charges.
Yeah, you know, if I know this on YouTube, I'm gonna sue your fucking asses.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
I'm just close to freaking beat the shit out of these guys.
Me and him both are about to fucking Big Show Rey Mysterio his ass.
Listen to fucking move today.
Oh, damn.
These guys.
Me and him both are about to fucking Big Show Rey Mysterio his ass.
Listen.
Guess who's in the fucking mood today? Damn.
Dave.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Listen to fucking move today.
The fool was trying to kill him.
Fuck you. He's pranking us and shit.
Yo, stop recording. Stop it.
No, he won't stop. That's the thing. Bro, you just got chill.
Yeah, I bet that shit actually hurt.
What the fuck?
Bro, that shit hurt. Hey man, you're in private property. Stop recording.
It's this guy. It's this guy. Man, I'm about to do something. If you guys want to do something, I'm serious. I'm about to do something. I'm about to.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Story.
They call me Durf.
This goes easy. This goes hard. There's different ways of going about things. To whom?
Let's get
Australia?
your apple juice.
What's going on? This guy just started eating my food. Is what's going on?
Well, he had Oreos, so like, just wanted to try them.
You can call somebody. I mean,
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
That other dude started doing that first. And then it just started blowing up. Plug it.
At Artlist, you'll always have the newest AI has to offer. Image to image lets you upload any visual.
What he doesn't know is that he...
Oh, sorry. I'm
Serial killer has been caught 45 years later.
super embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hi, puppy.
Let me get. This man is 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, an elderly homeowner in Hayward, California.
Hayward.
What he doesn't know is that he's speaking with an undercover officer closing in on
An undercover cop.
decades-old secret,
That's got
and things are about to take an unexpected turn.
I was turning around in your driveway, and I accidentally hit your car.
Which one?
The one parked
Ooh, she's smart.
in the driveway. Do you want to maybe take a look to see if we should exchange insurance information?
Take a peek.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So embarrassing.
Sheriff's office. Yeah, go ahead. Can't be on your back.
Bruh.
Face the car. Go ahead, face the car.
Face the car.
All right, go ahead.
So sorry. So embarrassing.
She played that off so good.
Sheriff's office.
Sheriff office.
Go ahead. Hands behind your back. Face the car. Go ahead, face the car.
Yikes.
All right, watch this. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Anybody else in the house?
No, my wife's at work.
Deputies give John a routine pat-down before he's led to the front seat of a police vehicle.
Take a seat.
You want to rest on that seat?
You're gonna close the door, make sure the dogs.
Yes.
We'll take care of your dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Though he hasn't been told why he's been arrested, John applauds the deputies for the ruse.
Good line for coming out of the house.
That was a good line. That was a really good line. He said, good line of getting me out of the house.
That guy out of the house.
Months earlier, cold case investigators in Santa Clara County reopened a murder case that had remained unsolved
1973?
for 45 years.
Damn.
DNA from the crime scene was compared to a public database, allowing investigators to trace a family.
Shout out to cops for not letting go of past cases, y'all. Shout out to y'all. I think that's a W. That's a W in my book. It don't matter if all the family's dead. We still gonna get your ass.
Tree and identified John, a husband, father, and former Boy Scout leader, as the primary suspect. Investigators bring him in for questioning, hoping to uncover the truth.
45 years later.
Is this devoted husband and father simply the wrong man? Or has his carefully lived life been a cover for something far more sinister? The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before.
So I'm Sergeant Cortez, okay? I'll let you know what's going on and why you're here today.
Yeah,
okay?
I'd like to know.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Before I let you know what's going on, I just want to get your personal information. Just confirm your name. Your full name is John Arthur
Getreu.
Getreu?
Getreu.
Okay. Were you ever in the military?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested in the past?
No.
John shares basic information about his past and childhood, revealing that he was born in Newark, Ohio, and spent the early years of his life moving frequently due to his father's long military career. He spent a significant part of his teen years in West Germany, where his family lived on a U.S. military base.
Now, you mentioned that he had never been arrested, and I found out something happened in Germany.
Okay,
can you tell me about that?
I was arrested in Germany.
Okay, what happened with that? Can you tell me about that?
I was accused of murder.
The revelation is especially jarring, given that he's here today on accusations of his involvement in a completely separate murder.
Tell me about what happened. What was the accusation against you?
I killed a chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
And that was all I knew.
Okay. Do you remember what happened? With this young female?
No.
No?
I didn't even know her.
The young girl, 15-year-old Margaret Williams, attended a dance at an American youth club one Saturday night in 1963, when John was just 18 years old.
Damn.
The two were said to have met on the street shortly after, where she agreed to let him walk her home.
Wait. If you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street, this is the money glitch that...
Her body was discovered the next day on a baseball diamond behind the club. She'd been sexually assaulted and strangled.
You didn't even know her? Why did they arrest you? I mean,
Probably the next day.
Okay.
After they found the body, I guess.
Okay. How did they tie you to this body? How did they connect you to this body?
Somebody had seen me, walk that direction or walk towards a school, or
okay.
It was an elementary school.
Okay. Did you? I mean, I don't know the details of what happened.
I don't know the details either. So.
Okay. Did you actually meet this young lady?
That's what they say.
Though John maintains his innocence, he was found guilty horrific trial for Margaret's murder,
How was he got out?
ultimately receiving a sentence of 10 years in a German
That's it, 10 years.
juvenile prison. Because of his age at the time, he was released after serving roughly 2/3 of his sentence. Then he walked free.
And so you spent actually 6 years in prison?
Something like that.
Wow. And then how, after you were released, what happened?
I just was dropped off at McGuire Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it? You came back to the United States?
Never heard a word from him. Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to the United States, John moved to California, and in 1975 was once again at the center of a serious crime.
And then at some point, there was another accusation against you about a sexual assault from the Palo Alto Police Department?
Palo Alto Police Department.
Okay.
That's when I was the leader of an Explorer post.
Okay. Can you tell me about what happened there?
Nothing.
Okay.
You know, I was accused, interviewed, and that was it.
Okay. What's this allegation? I got to ask you.
Yeah.
This allegation that this young girl made against you that you sexually assaulted her. Did that actually happen?
No, not that I, not that I know of. And if I was arrested for specifically that and then not even tried, and then nothing's happened. Like I told him, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I never saw her again. You know.
Did you end up serving time for that? Do you remember?
No, I didn't. I didn't serve any time that I know of.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
It was so piddly that.
Well, now you're going to.
You didn't go to trial or anything like that? Okay.
According to multiple news sources, John was 31 years old when the teenager came forward, claiming he not only assaulted and strangled her, but threatened to kill her if she didn't comply. He received a 6-month sentence, serving just 30 days on weekends after 5 were suspended.
So I want to tell you a little bit about my investigation, okay? Are you familiar with the with Palo Alto area, Stanford area, the hills in Stanford?
Yeah.
You ever go out there?
I was a scout leader. I traveled all those hills.
What hills? Which hills are you talking?
Well, we were out in the Bay, Half Moon Bay Hills.
Okay.
And I traveled up through there, hiked with the boys.
Did you ever go in the hills, like in the area around Page Mill Road? Page Mill Road, like just west of Stanford?
No.
No, you never went to that area?
No.
Okay. So I'm investigating there's a murder up there in the hills. Would there be any reason that you were ever up in those hills? No?
No.
Leslie Marie Perloff was a 21-year-old Stanford University graduate working as a law clerk at the North County Law Library in Palo Alto, California in 1973. Her body was found dumped in the Stanford Dish hiking area. A floral scarf was found tightly knotted around her neck and had been used as a ligature to strangle her to death. It was DNA found beneath her fingernails that led them to John, who at the time worked near the Stanford campus as a security guard.
Did you ever see this young lady? You know her?
No, who's that?
Bro barely got the picture and you already saying
You know her?
No, who's
that?
It's a young lady that an investigation I'm doing, and she was murdered.
Mm.
Do you ever see her at all?
No.
She look familiar?
So last night he used him. Honestly, nothing but.
Leslie's 1972 orange Chevrolet Nova was found parked at the gate of an old quarry near Old Page Mill Road, just east of where her body was found.
Do you remember ever stopping by the side of the road and looking into this vehicle?
No.
It's an orange Chevy Nova.
No.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know the name Leslie Perloff? Leslie Perloff?
No.
No? Okay. She wasn't a girlfriend of yours?
Oh, no.
Okay. I had to ask.
She's cute anyway.
Yeah, very.
That would be
very
about. She'd be about 18 years old, I guess.
Okay.
At Stanford. Yeah, Stanford graduate. Yeah. But that's it. I don't even recognize her.
Curiously, the sergeant hasn't shared with John that Leslie was a Stanford graduate.
Why do you say she's a Stanford graduate?
Well, just by the way she dresses and all in this area, you know.
Sure.
But
Gave himself up.
you know, I didn't say graduate either. I said, you know,
You did.
she's a college kid.
Oh, okay. Now this young lady was obviously murdered, like I said. She was strangled.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever think about doing anything like that?
Nope.
I know that you were accused of a sexual assault, right? Would you ever think about committing a sexual assault?
I have no reason for it.
And I'm going to ask you these tough questions because it's part of the investigation.
Yeah.
When you were younger, did you ever fantasize about sexual assault?
That's what it sounds like by looking at my record.
Yeah. Or killing a young woman? Okay.
No.
In this investigation, if your DNA was on this young lady, why would you think your DNA was on her?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Were you involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant continues to press for answers, John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to give away.
You know about DNA and how it's transferred, right?
Yeah. This can be how it's transferred. I can always tell.
Okay, tell me about that.
Yeah, one is semen.
Okay.
One is from the mouth.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
That's the only two that I know of.
Okay.
Now, if there's some that are bodily, I mean, other than these two transferred, then it's totally different.
Okay. And you know about technology now, advances in technology
is getting good.
Yeah, so they're
catching them every day.
Yeah. How do you think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
Well, you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah. No.
Okay. What's the second young lady?
The one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two different places you're talking about.
There's no way. There's no way.
Okay. One of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. And then up on what hill? Well, you mentioned the hill.
You mentioned.
I mentioned the hills.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the other one? Because I don't remember another one.
Well, there's the two girls. It's not both the same place.
Okay. I mentioned one girl up on the hill.
Yeah, I mean the okay, wherever she was, wherever the second girl was.
And indeed, there was another girl.
Oh, okay.
While the sergeant doesn't yet know it, another woman was found in the Palo Alto area in 1974, 1 year after Leslie's body was discovered. 21-year-old Janet Taylor was found dumped along Sandhill Road in the same Stanford Dish hiking area. According to news sources, she'd also been assaulted and strangled to death. The serial killer responsible for the deaths of both Leslie and Janet would escape justice for decades, until now.
I think I'm at a point in my investigation that,
I'm guilty and that's it.
Well, I'm trying, well, there's a couple things, John. Your DNA's on her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to find out who did it. What I'm trying to find out is why you did it. And I think you know more than you're telling me.
No, I wish I knew.
With John refusing to admit the truth, another investigator joins in the effort to obtain a confession, and the added pressure will soon tear his lies even further apart.
Why can't I make any changes without an admin approval? Why?
With Monday.
It's not an accident that your DNA got there. Your DNA and the type of DNA and where it is on the victim, there's no other explanation. You committed this crime. We know you committed this crime. Okay? What we don't know is why. And we're going to give you the opportunity to explain it to us.
You don't have to. I thought about it, and that's all I can think of. No.
No what?
No, I'm not guilty.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay? You had to have known this day was coming.
Yeah, I know that. Why it took so damn long.
As they push harder for the truth about Leslie, John once again lets slip that she wasn't the only one he left in the hills.
So why her?
I don't even know who she is. If that's the first girl or the one girl that's up on the hill or whatever, you know.
What do you mean the first girl?
Well, he said there's two people. There's two.
I put 3
girls. Unless I misunderstood him. They were killed within probably an hour of each other and 2 hours of each other, or day or who knows.
Do you remember? How do you remember those details?
Some of the questions he's asked me.
Do you remember seeing any newspaper articles or media about those?
Nobody, but that girl there is not the other one that he showed me. If that's the girl there with, the other picture, I doubt it.
Why's that?
I mean, look at the body. It could be somebody else. I don't think they're the same one.
Is that why you don't recognize her?
No.
Because that's not the girl that you
I'm
killed?
not questioning. I don't recognize her. I've never seen her.
Do you think it was a different girl that you killed and that's not the one we're
I
showing
didn't
you?
kill any girl.
You didn't kill the girl in Germany?
No. Well, that's total different. That's when I was 18 years old or younger.
In a final confrontation, investigators force John to face the mounting evidence against him.
There's a situation in Germany where a girl ends up dead and you weren't there. Then we have a situation
here that was
years later after you came back to the States where a girl ends up dead and you say you weren't there, yet your DNA is there. What do you think the chances are of that happening?
I don't know.
What would you do if you were us and you were investigating this case? What would that look like to you?
There's a brick wall.
What do you mean there's a brick wall?
Well, I mean, you found out, you couldn't find out, so.
What do you mean I found out and I couldn't find out?
Oh, nothing. I'm just let it go. I'm.
Food's too old. That food's just spilling out.
Well, you understand it's my job not to let things like that go, right?
I have nothing to say about it.
It's got to be quite a burden, John.
Well, I'm going to put the questioning from here on, unless I'm represented by somebody in the courts.
What do you mean?
A lawyer.
You'd like a lawyer?
I like a lawyer.
Okay. Thanks, John.
After requesting a lawyer, the interrogation came to an end. But justice quickly caught up with 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, who was arrested and booked into the Santa Clara County Main Jail with a $10 million bond. In January 2019, DNA from the torn crotch of Janet Taylor's underwear was also determined to be a match for John. In September 2021, a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder with infliction of great bodily injury in the killing of 21-year-old Janet Taylor. He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison, finally putting a serial killer who had escaped justice for decades behind bars for good. In January 2023, he pleaded guilty to the murder of Leslie Perloff and received a second life sentence to be served consecutive with the first. According to multiple news
That fool has 8 life sentences.
sources, John Getru died of natural causes on September 22nd, 2023,
Oh, thank God.
at the age of 79. His DNA remains in the state database and will continue to be compared against evidence from unsolved murders in the ongoing effort to close more cases. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel member
Dang, one out.
At Harbor Freight, all our hand tools get a lifetime warranty because they're engineered to last a lifetime.
He said, "Stop, I have a gun." Turn off the flashlight, go in the ditch, face the other way. And then he grabbed Jacob when I was running. We went down the cornfield. And then after we looked back once, and there was nobody there.
The last time 10-year-old Trevor Wetterling saw his brother, 11-year-old Jacob, was 9:15 p.m. on October 22nd, 1989. In a scene plucked straight from a nightmare, Jacob was abducted at gunpoint before Trevor's very eyes. It would take nearly 30 years before the police realized that the answer of what happened to him had been right under their noses all along.
Get out of this house! Get out of here! Get out of here! Calm down. Get out of this house!
Yeah, dirty old man.
Most of the following footage has never been seen before. The evening of October 22nd, 1989 started peacefully enough when 11-year-old Jacob Wetterling, younger brother Trevor, 10, and his close friend, 12-year-old Aaron, went out to rent a movie in their hometown of St. Joseph, Minnesota. 2 boys were on bikes while the third rode a push scooter. Little did they know that their first exciting excursion after dark would quickly become a nightmare. Just a day later, Trevor found himself recounting the harrowing series of events to investigators from the Stearns County Sheriff's Department.
Do you remember about what time you left your house, you, Jacob?
It had to be about 8 or 8:30.
Their destination was a convenience store called Tom Thumb. The boys had biked there before, but never after dark.
How long does it take you to ride from your house to the Tom Thumb?
It could have been a little longer, maybe 45.
The boys only spent about 5 minutes in the store. They rented their movie and also purchased some candy before heading home, taking the exact same route down 91st Avenue. They had no reason to suspect their return would be perilous, but what happened to the boys next was traumatizing beyond words.
When you're riding your bike right after you left Tom Thumb, did you notice anything suspicious or unusual?
No.
You indicated to us that you were leading because you had a flashlight?
Yeah.
Okay, and was in the middle because?
He had just on white clothes.
White clothes, and Jacob had?
Reflector like jogging thing.
Unfortunately, the reflective vest and flashlight might have worked against the boys rather than helping to keep them safe because someone saw them coming.
Yup.
Did some guy confront you and some guy make you guys stop riding your bikes?
Oh, yeah.
Was he on your left or your right?
Left.
Left. And when you guys are riding your bikes, what side of the road were you on?
Left.
The left side.
But he wasn't really on the road, though. He
Okay.
came out from the driveway.
Can you tell us what this person initially said when you guys were riding by him?
He said, "Stop, I have a gun. Turn off the flashlight. Go in the ditch. Face the other way."
After you guys laid in the ditch, as he told you, did he walk over to you?
Yeah.
And what happened then?
Yes, that's all our agents.
Still held at gunpoint and terrified of what would happen if they resisted, the boys told the man how old they were. Trevor, who was 10, appeared to be discounted first, while the man compared 11-year-old Jacob and 12-year-old Aaron.
He looked at his face, told me to run as fast as I could to the woods. Well, right when he told me to run and grab Jacob. Then later on he told me to run.
And where'd you go after you guys were running?
We went down the cornfield, and then after we looked back once, and there was nobody there.
Shockingly, Trevor said the entire ordeal only took about 3 minutes. Once they were released, Trevor and Aaron raced back to the safety of the Wetterling house. Patty and Jerry Wetterling were not at home. The boys asked a neighbor to come over and help them, and he immediately called 911 to report Jacob missing.
What was Jacob last seen wearing?
Wearing a red hockey jacket that had police department on it. And it has his name on it.
Police department written in back?
Police department is on the back. In white letters.
When it came to describing the attacker, Trevor spoke to the 911 operator directly.
Hello? Trevor? Yes? You're talking to the sheriff's office. I want you to give me anything you can recall about this male party that approached you guys.
Well, he was like a man, sort of big.
He was large?
Sort of.
Okay.
He had it looks sort of like nylon thing as a mask.
Do you know what color it was?
Black.
A black mask? Do you know what color jacket he had on?
I think it was black too.
Trevor and Aaron also said that the man had a deep voice and was about 5'10" and 195 pounds. Police descended down upon the crime scene and were able to locate the exact site of Jacob's abduction thanks to the bike and push scooter still lying next to the road. However, Jacob's bike was nowhere to be found. Only Trevor's bike and Aaron's scooter remained at the scene. There was some hope that Jacob might have given the kidnapper the slip and ran off into the nearby woods like Aaron and Trevor. But when police searched the area on foot, they found no sign of him. The search continued into the next day, and based on something they found at the crime scene, the detectives had another question for Trevor.
Did you hear or see any vehicles? You shaking your head no?
Yeah, no.
Trevor might not have seen a car, but someone else did. The abduction took place near the driveway leading to a farm owned by the Rassier family. Dan Rassier, a music teacher at a local school, lived there with his parents, who were traveling at the time of the kidnapping. Dan saw not one, but 2 suspicious vehicles that day. In the afternoon, he said a car drove down the drive a short way, then made a fishtail turn back onto the main road. Then that night, Dan said he was upstairs, cataloging his record collection when he heard the family dog Smokey making a ruckus outside.
Yeah, she barked at night, yeah, when the car turns around, and I turned off the light in my room thinking, well, then I could see, it's coming down on you.
Dan said the second car made the exact same fishtail maneuver as the one he'd seen earlier. Unfortunately, he couldn't make out many details on the second vehicle. The police would come up with a very unique plan to deal with this soon enough. Dan noted that while the car's presence was odd, he didn't yet have a reason to suspect foul play, so he went to bed, wanting to be rested for work the next morning. A short time later, though, Smokey's barking woke him back up. In an exclusive interview with Ewu, Dan talked about the events that followed.
One of the most smart and affordable ways to knock out college classes and save thousands on traditional schooling. It's called Straighter Line.
I was sound asleep, and our dog Smokey continued to bark, and when she's barking and that doesn't stop, it's not just an animal passing through. And I got up to check it out, what she barking at, and I see pretty quick that there are flashlights up by our wood pile. And I thought, man, somebody's up there stealing wood.
Dan called 911 to report the intruders on his property before he had even heard about the horrific crime that had just taken place so close to his home. He went out to meet with the police and offered to help with the search by looking in all of the farm's outbuildings.
Went through buildings. I at least for an hour, just walked through buildings with flashlights and didn't see anything. And I remember a helicopter was now cruising around the woods behind our barn that was close to the area where this boy was taken, with a huge searchlight just going through the woods. And I kept looking, and no police ever came back down to the farm.
This would turn out to be the first of many oversights in the Wetterling investigation. The next morning, the police were able to get a better look at the crime scene. Quickly, they found that the bikes hadn't been the only thing left behind. The first thing of interest were two sets of footprints. One set was quickly determined to be Jacob's, but the other was larger, and the tread pattern didn't match any of the boys' shoes. They had to belong to the kidnapper. Nearby, the police also found a set of tire tracks. They took photographs and plaster casts of both the tire tracks and footprints, but that appeared to be the end of the officer's foresight in regards to processing the crime scene, because that very morning, an egregious lapse in security occurred. Dan explained what happened to the lead investigators.
I'd taken off for school and I got up to the top of the hill, and I think there was a yellow tape across the road, and I got to get out of here, and I couldn't drive down below because it was a cornfield, I think, or something. And there's a sheriff car over there, I think, and I ran over there, and he was kind of yelling at me because I was across that line. And then he let me drive in the ditch.
As you remember, the kidnapper had instructed the three boys to lay in that very ditch outside the Rassier farm. We'll never know what evidence might have been destroyed by allowing Dan to cross the crime scene. This would cause even more issues later when the investigators came up with a new theory about the case. Meanwhile, time was ticking away for 11-year-old Jacob. Due to the direness of the situation, the FBI and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension were recruited to help with the case. K-9 units were dispatched to help with the search, and the helicopter continued to scan the area. Additionally, officers conducted a neighborhood canvass and attempted to speak with anyone and everyone that the Wetterling family knew. They also interviewed registered offenders in Minnesota, Iowa, and South Dakota, but found no leads. Despite this monumental effort, it was as if Jacob had vanished into thin air. While the massive scope of the investigation may seem like a good thing, this might not have been the case. The investigation grew rapidly to such a degree that communication became not just difficult, but nearly impossible. The Stearns County Sheriff would go on record saying the right hand literally did not know what the left hand was doing. As a result, leads began to fall through the cracks. One of those critical leads came to the attention of law enforcement on October 24th, just 2 days after Jacob went missing. They'd been fielding a massive number of calls from all kinds, including people who thought they'd seen Jacob to psychics. But this one was different. A boy named Chris Bertelson from the nearby town of Painesville came to the sheriff's office in St. Joseph, claiming to have had a similar experience. And he wasn't the only one. There'd been many reports of assaults on young boys centered around that area. In an exclusive interview with EWU, Chris recounts what he told the officers in charge of the Wetterling investigation 35 years ago.
In 1987, a friend and I were riding our bikes home, and we were about half a block from my apartment building, and we had switched spots as we went around the corner, and this guy came blasting out of the trees and clotheslined my friend off the bike, and he screamed immediately. He said, "You already got me." And the guy let him go immediately and took off running.
As Chris implied, this was not the first incident in Painesville. By this point, the young boys in town were living in terror of the miscreant they called Chester the Molester, who had been snagging children and assaulting them for several years now.
A group of us were camping, and one friend wanted to go up to this pop machine, and I said, "Well, I'll go with you. You know, we're not going to have you go alone." And as we were walking up this hill from our campsite by the river toward this pop machine, we both jumped over a downed tree, and he put his hand down on this guy's head who reached up with a knife, and my friend screamed, "There's a guy out there and he's got a knife." So we sprinted back to the campsite, and there were 5 of us. We sat back to back holding knives and built this big fire until the sun came up.
Wait, if you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street, this is the money glitch.
Chris said that many of the kids in Paynesville started doing their paper routes and biking to school armed with knives. At one point, he said a group of boys decided that if the police couldn't stop Chester the molester, they would do it themselves by luring him out and jumping him up.
None of us knew, obviously who this person was. He was wearing a mask, but my friend did grab his hat in 1987, May of 1987, and that hat would actually, they'd test it for DNA almost 30 years later.
Notably, Paynesville was just 28 miles or 45 kilometers from the town of St. Joseph, where Jacob Wetterling lived. The descriptions given by the boys who were assaulted also suggested that the cases could all be connected. From 1986 to 1988, there were at least 8 attacks against young boys from Paynesville. Police believed they were conducted by the same depraved individual. The victims were remarkably consistent in their descriptions of their assailant. He was a heavy-set male with a deep or raspy voice. He wore dark clothing or camouflage fatigues, and sometimes a mask or hat. On the occasions that he didn't wear a mask, the victims noted he obscured his features with mud or some form of dark paint. He was also known to use
Chester the molester.
Weapons, and in multiple cases told his victim to shut up or I'll kill you, or I'll blow your head off. This was all eerily similar to the attack Trevor and Aaron recounted. The only difference was the Paynesville boys had all been released. Jacob, on the other hand, remained unaccounted for.
I gave them a name of a guy who everybody my age in Paynesville knew was a molester. And at that time, he seemed like the guy that would probably be doing this stuff, except what we know today is that he was more of a groomer than a grabber.
The man in question was Dwayne Dewey Hart, a longtime resident of Paynesville who had been accused of harming children multiple times. This was a strong lead, but inexplicably, it wasn't followed up until January of 1990, 2.5 months after Jacob was kidnapped. Instead, the search for Jacob continued closer to home. In addition to collecting leads, investigators began looking into local hotels to see if perhaps Jacob's captor had traveled from elsewhere or was keeping him in one of the rooms. Unfortunately, they quickly learned that there was a polka festival in town that weekend, so there were countless strangers in the normally quiet town of St. Joseph. Alarmingly, the police also learned that the previous summer, another pair of boys had been chased by a vehicle on 91st Street after leaving Tom Thumb. This was noted in the file, but it doesn't appear that the lead took the investigation anywhere. The police also spent more time with Dan Rassier, the school teacher who had witnessed a strange car in his driveway the night of the abduction. In an attempt to dredge up any further information he might have, the police asked him to come in for a special kind of interview, a hypnosis session. Dan agreed. The following recording of his hypnosis session reveals what an emotional ordeal this was for him.
I wish I would have. I want to see that car there.
Do you feel kind of guilty or something that you didn't?
Yeah. I could have stopped it from happening.
What could you stop?
If I would have shined the car, the person in the car would have known that somebody saw.
Well, it was a dark car. It wasn't light. I just saw something white in the driver's seat. But it doesn't make sense.
Dan also agreed to take a polygraph or lie detector test, which would later become crucial to the investigation, though not in the way anyone expected. In addition to the possible connection to the Paynesville assaults, another boy was kidnapped and assaulted in a town called Cold Spring months before Jacob went missing. Cold Spring was barely more than 10 miles, 16 kilometers outside of Jacob's hometown of St. Joseph, and just 20 miles, 32 kilometers from Paynesville. It seems too close to be coincidence, but for some reason, the police didn't appear to be immediately convinced that the series of attacks were the work of one insatiable offender. On January 13th, 1989, 12-year-old Jared Shirel was walking home from a cafe at about 9:45 p.m. when a man in a car stopped to ask him for directions. When Jared tried to answer, the driver abruptly exited the car and manhandled him into the back seat. When Jared tried to escape, even though the car was now moving again, he found that the child lock in the vehicle had been equipped and he was trapped. The driver told Jared that he had a firearm and made him lay in the back seat with his hat pulled down over his eyes. Despite this, Jared was able to notice a few things about the interior of the car, including what could have been a police scanner mounted on the dash. When the car stopped again, things went from bad to worse. The driver assaulted Jared in the back seat of the car and kept his pants and undergarments either as a souvenir or to keep the police from getting his DNA. Jared was wearing a snowsuit, which the driver let him keep after he rolled it around in the snow to obscure any DNA evidence. Then, just like what would happen to Aaron and Trevor 10 months later, the driver told Jared to run or he would shoot him. Despite the unspeakable trauma he had just gone through, Jared was able to give an incredibly detailed description of his assailant and help the police come up with this composite sketch. Despite the culprit's attempts, unidentified male DNA was recovered from Jared's snowsuit. The main method of DNA comparisons wasn't available until the next year, 1990, and law enforcement didn't have the legal authority to create a comparison database until 5 years after Jared's assault in 1994. Unfortunately, the DNA from Jared's case would be neglected for close to 30 years. The investigators were now convinced that Jacob and Jared were taken by the same man. When the police finally followed up on the Dewey lead from the Painesville case in early 1990, he pointed them in the direction of a man named Danny Heinrich. No one had any idea how important this lead was until it was far too late.
No way.
When police finally made contact with Heinrich many years later, he maintained that he was innocent.
What the hell would he even say something like that?
I don't know. So I don't know if that's because they were putting the pressure on him for those kids, and then he thought he was trying to push it off on you and saying you were running around tackling kids and...
What?
Remember that? Did they talk to you about that back in the day?
No. They just asked me about Wetterly. That was it.
The reports indicate that when the police first spoke with him, they had asked Heinrich a great deal more than he insisted later. They also turned up some huge pieces of evidence, and it seemed like the case was finally gaining some traction. But that all stopped when the police made their biggest mistake yet, and abandoned the lead due to some minor inconsistencies with Jared's description of his attacker. The error wouldn't be corrected for almost 30 years. After Jacob's abduction, the other assaults in the area came to an abrupt halt. There could have been many reasons for this, but 3 potentials likely stood out. Either Jacob was being held as a long-term hostage, something had gone so horribly wrong that the offender didn't dare act again, or the offender had been scared off by the high-profile response.
Or he's just too old.
Regardless of the reason, it seems Jacob's disappearance had been the culprit's last attack. One day, the police and Jacob's parents hoped to know why. It would be many years before they got the chance. The investigators continued to follow up leads throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. Some of the leads they chased were truly off the wall. The investigators received countless reports about devil worship and satanic cults, and they were fielding calls from psychics who claimed to have visions of where Jacob was.
What?
And then in 2004, something cataclysmic happened. After looking for 15 years, the police finally identified the vehicle seen in the Rassier driveway. Unfortunately, this was not the good news everyone expected. The newest set of investigators assigned to the case brought Dan Rassier down to the station to go over the case and shared the crushing news that would change the entire trajectory of the case.
The information we have now is that vehicle that turned up and around. Okay. We figured out who that vehicle was.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the one at night?
Yeah. And what happened there is, what happened was, after the boys ran home, they called 911 or had 911 called. It went out on a scanner that boys were abducted at the end of your driveway. The people got in the car, drove to that place, drove up your driveway, drove around quick like and left.
They heard it on the scanner, so they wanted to see what was going on. But that threw the whole investigation off.
Well, if this guy would have came forth right away and the proper cop would have took the information, we would have never wasted
that time.
all that time.
Apparently, the man driving the car seen by Dan Rassier came forward to identify himself shortly after the kidnapping. However, this was not factored into the investigation until 15 years
No way.
later. If this was the car that Dan had seen, it meant the police had wasted a whopping 15 years on
Looking for the car.
a dead-end lead. Understandably, Jacob's mother, Patty Wetterling, was incredibly upset to hear the news that the police believed that the entire initial investigation into her son's disappearance had been misguided. In fact, the police no longer believed there was a vehicle involved in the crime at all, since Trevor and Aaron didn't remember seeing a car. This would turn out to be nothing short of dead wrong. During Dan's 2004 interview, the police shared their new and very incorrect working theory.
And also we listened to the 911 tape that originally came in. And we learned a few different things from one. Pretty much have very similar statements. When they drove by the end of your driveway on the way into town, they heard some rustling kind of the weeds there. And it startled them. They pedaled faster and rode into town.
Okay.
When they came back from town, they're riding their bikes and their scooter. When they first encounter this abductor, they hear him walking down the gravel driveway. The person that did this walked right down your driveway. There was no vehicle seen. It was taken right back up towards your driveway. You know, you look at Jacob's prints from there, they go right back up towards your house.
Yeah, you know,
You look at other opportunities, not to mean to interrupt you, but you're home alone, your parents are gone.
Yeah.
Do you see, Dan, where we're coming from here?
I mean, if you're thinking that I did it, what can I say? Obviously, the police were very, very sloppy. I mean, they were so sloppy that, yeah, I could have done it and gotten away with it because they were so bad.
How so do you mean? How bad?
Well, they didn't come down in our yard. They didn't come in our yard for a whole week and check our buildings. I was the one that went around in the buildings and looked that night. I mean, it was like, to me, it was a joke that they didn't check things out better.
And that's the trouble we have now is we look at all this, yeah, you could have easily done it.
Dan, did you have something to do with Jacob?
No. Oh, I mean, what did my lie detector test show anyway? I mean, you must have looked at that.
Right.
What did it say?
It said that you didn't show any signs of deception.
That's right. Dan passed the lie detector test in 1989 with flying colors. He also didn't match the composite sketch based on Trevor and Aaron's description of the assailant. Despite this exonerating evidence, the Rassier family's involvement in the case was far from over, and they would have eventually lived through a nightmare of their own.
The person that took Jacob was either you or somebody at your place there. And that's what we're struggling with here.
You want me to just,
Well, I want you to tell me where you put Jacob so I can go out and find him and we'll be done.
Oh, come on, bro. It's crazy.
How can I prove that I didn't do it?
They're mad that he wasted their time, so now they're going to pin the murder on him.
Would it bother you?
Would it bother me that I did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I did something like that, I would want to be dead.
Despite the obvious pressure to confess, Dan maintained that he was innocent of any involvement in the Wetterling case. However, that didn't stop the local news from publicizing the fact that he was now a person of interest in the case. The resulting media frenzy made life hell for the
They should have sued him.
Rassier family, and what happened next didn't help. In 2009, the police were still looking at Dan Rassier, and the media frenzy surrounding his family reached its peak. The police decided to involve Jacob's mother, Patty. In the 20 years since her son was taken, Jacob's parents had remained deeply involved in the search for their son, fielding even the most outrageous of leads. For example, the police received countless letters and calls reporting that Jacob had been sacrificed in a cult ritual. In 2007, Patty Wetterling was contacted by a man in Kentucky claiming to be her lost son. Patty and Jerry went to extreme lengths to connect in person with the man, only to find that his blood type didn't match either of theirs. The Wetterlings hired their own private investigators, too. Patty Wetterling became an activist for missing and exploited children, and even ran for Congress twice. Despite her unwavering dedication not just to her son, but the cause of supporting child victims everywhere, there was still no trace of Jacob. There was nothing to guarantee he was even still alive. Now, though, Patty had the chance to have a personal conversation with someone the police considered a person of interest. She sat down to speak with Dan Rassier at the local mall. Importantly, Dan had no idea that Patty was wearing a wire and that their entire conversation was being recorded.
Hey, Dan? I need to talk to you. I can't believe I need to talk to you. I need 10 minutes. Sure. I mean, I need you to tell me what happened that night. You were home. You're the last person close to Jacob.
I don't know if I should tell you this. And I told them what I knew for so many years, and they completely screw it up.
What happened?
I'm going to say it just as clear as I know how. The police, the FBI are idiots. I'm sorry to say that, but that's how I feel.
No, I agree with you. I mean, clearly we're not getting anywhere.
The news people came out and made me look like a jerk. They changed my voice and TV and they filmed me at school, and they made me look like I didn't give a crap about it.
But you said you went back to bed that night.
Yeah, I went back to bed after I went through all the buildings. I walked around with a flashlight. I looked around, and eventually I did go to bed. But they made it sound like I didn't care, and I just went back to sleep.
Dan also said that people were also suspicious of him since he went to his job at a local school the morning after the disappearance. Even after so many years, Dan still remembered his reasoning for doing so.
I should have never gone to school. But at that point, I never missed a day of school in all my teaching days, and that lasted for 20 years. So there was no thought of missing school.
Did they ever search your house?
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
They searched.
Did they that first night?
No, they didn't. They
Sorry,
came back a week. I believe it was a week later.
Do you think Jacob could have been on your property? Do you think somebody else could have dragged him? I don't know what happened. This time of year is hell.
If Jacob was still alive, he would be 32 at the time of Dan and Patty's meeting.
But nobody could come on your property and bury him without you guys.
They could do it so easy, Patty.
How could they? Yeah,
They could be a deer hunter. We have people that go down there and hunt. They could.
And you wouldn't notice?
We might not even see them. Drive down in the meadow, or they could go park their car and over somewhere and just walk through the woods.
Once again, Dan's theory was closer to the truth than anyone could have predicted, though his insight didn't come from the source police expected. For now, Patty continued to press Dan with more questions about her son's disappearance.
So then I kept thinking of scenarios, and my thought was that maybe you were playing a prank or something, because when that car came down,
you had turned around,
looked me in the eye. You had nothing to do with Jacob's disappearance.
I had nothing to do with this.
The conversation might have continued, but Dan's brother, who worked with mall security, interrupted.
Do you know the guy that's been sitting up there for the last hour?
No, I didn't see who it was.
Because when I came out of the office, he was hanging out right there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The strange man Dan's brother noticed was likely one of the officers who had entered the mall with Patty. When preparing her for the interview, they assured her that there would be plenty of law enforcement personnel close by for the duration of her covert interview.
Yikes.
In a conversation with Iwu, Dan revealed that it didn't take long for him to piece together what was happening.
And this guy just takes off a different way, runs, he disappears. And at that point, I knew something, that he was recording up there, or Patty has a recording, and Patty pretends to be completely oblivious to the whole thing.
The same evening, as their recorded conversation, Dan ran into Patty a second time. This encounter, if it can even be called that, went far differently.
And she sees me. There I am, right there in front of her, and she ignores me and walks right by me.
Dan maintained that even though he did not appreciate being secretly recorded, he didn't regret anything he told Patty and hoped some of it could help. But even this wasn't enough to exonerate Dan. And in 2010, the police descended upon the Rassier farm in force, as they admitted they should have done way back in 1989. The Rassiers consented to the search and explained that they wanted to help find Jacob in any way they could. However, when the scope of the operation continued to expand, Dan's parents quickly became upset.
They came with a lot of people, I remember that. There must have been 20, 25, 30 people on the farm. And they went through all the buildings, they moved things out, they moved things back in. They took a number of things that they thought were suspicious. They took this wooden chest that was in the house, then was in the shed, apparently had some blood on it.
You're not gonna believe what happened. Tell me everything. I'll show you on Monday.com. So I started the biggest...
Dan believed this was deer blood, but the police weren't convinced and started making arrangements to get a search warrant for the house itself. This sent Dan's parents over the edge. Police claimed Dan's father allegedly made a threat involving a firearm. Things went from bad to worse. During the farm search, the lead officer, who had previously been one of Dan's interrogators, tried to get him to help control the situation.
Do you think there's any way that you could get him and your mom to leave this morning?
No.
Because he brought up that there's a loaded shotgun in the house.
Dan tried to talk his parents into leaving, but that only seemed to make them more distressed.
Haven't we got no rights whatsoever?
Yeah, you do. But
the newscaster could get by with everything and ruin our family, but I can stand here and I can say a word and
you can't threaten people with a shotgun.
Well, she's threatened our whole life.
We can threaten anybody.
She has threatened our whole life.
I realize that.
But she can get by with it. But she can get by with it.
And for just today, can we just have the shotgun go to Tony's just for today, and when we're gone, you can get it right back?
No. I'm not going to do that.
While talking with Iwu, Dan recounted how the situation spiraled fully out of control.
In an instant, they decide it was like a football, like linebackers just coming in the house. And my dad was just, and I kind of put my arms around my dad because he was just beside himself.
For God's sake!
No, you're not going to go get it. I'll give you the shotgun. Yes, but you get out of this house.
For God's sake!
Then I'll give you the shotgun.
No.
Get out of this house. Get out of here. Get out of here. Calm down. Get out of this house.
We're walking out. Rita, we gotta leave. Come on. You see that other chick?
Oh, for
Come on.
God's sake!
Come on, let's go with the dance.
Oh
Rita,
my God!
you have to leave.
I mean, if they didn't do it, though, why are they giving such a big deal? I get it, though.
I won't leave.
Okay, you're under arrest. You're going to jail. Stand up or you're going to jail.
Dan's parents were eventually convinced to go to their other son's house. Dan, meanwhile, ended up filing a formal complaint with the state, but ultimately, his case was dismissed. To add insult to injury, the police found absolutely nothing pertaining to the Wetterling case on the Rassier property. Even after doing a search with cadaver dogs and excavating between 50 to 60 yards of gravel and ash from the farm's burn pit. While there were many, many bones found in the excavated material, none of them were determined to be human. At this point, the police finally had to confront the fact that they were once again way off track, and Dan and Rassier had been innocent all along. Even after being exonerated at long last, though, Dan's nightmare wasn't over.
That was a mess for me because now my name was out there and parents were concerned. I had to have a person observing me all the time in the one school, and that was at least a month. And all these people that basically did this to me, my family, and to the Wetterlings, they got away with it.
Meanwhile, the investigative team held a roundtable discussion with experts from multiple agencies to review the entire Wetterling file to date. One name connected to a hastily dropped lead stood out to them: Danny Heinrich. The more they dug into Heinrich, the more suspicious he appeared. The inconsistencies between Jared's statement and Heinrich no longer convinced police he should be ruled out. 26 years after Jacob went missing, it was time to correct this massive oversight.
Damn.
The investigation restarted with gusto in 2015 when police conducted a search warrant at Heinrich's home.
Not this.
Yikes.
You don't realize what I went through back in that day.
No, I don't. I know you don't want to talk about it.
No, I really don't.
But all I got is a couple little police reports. They didn't do police reports like they do now, so I don't have a lot of information. You can remember back what they all talked to you back in the day, or?
I'd rather not go over it. I've got better feelings over it. And,
But you do know you're not under arrest. You can leave whenever you want. We do have to search it. We have a warrant, which I'll give you a copy, so we have the right to be here. So let's just I'll try to make you most comfortable and answer any questions you want.
Heinrich, now age 53, bore a remarkable resemblance to the composite sketch from Jared's assault case in Cold Spring. He also had the correct build and voice to fit the perpetrator's description. He was a potential candidate behind the Chester the Molester attacks in Painesville as well, since he had lived in the area at that time. Additionally, some of the Painesville victims had reported their assailant wearing military fatigues, and Heinrich was a member of the National Guard. This wasn't the first search warrant conducted on Heinrich. When he first became a suspect in 1990, the police searched not only his house, but his parents' homes and that of a family friend for any evidence pertaining to Jared, Jacob, or the Painesville cases. They found nothing to connect him to any of the assaults or abductions.
We're here because we'd like to solve those two cases in '89. That's why we're here. The and the Jacob Wetterling cases.
Well, there ain't much I can help you out there at all. I have nothing on here, and I have nothing to do with them.
The 2015 warrant allowed the police to confiscate Heinrich's electronics, collect a DNA sample, and search for any sign of human remains on the property. It also gave them carte blanche to look for any of Jacob's belongings, the firearm that was used in the kidnapping, or the knives used in some of the Painesville attacks. Unfortunately, Heinrich had quite the collection of belongings for them to contend with, but police were determined, and it wouldn't take long for them to notice more than a few items of interest.
So last night he used him. Honestly, nothing but.
You know, killers always keep souvenirs.
You're gonna find some things in that house that look pretty damn to me. You know, something.
He's like, fuck, I'm fucked.
You're worried about, like, a lot of people got in their house. You're a
Yes,
single
I
guy,
do
so-
have. See, I'm not gonna lie to you there. I do.
No, okay, well, that's what a lot of guys have, especially single guys. So that's not the end of the world. It's a regular fear.
Oh, it varies. He's all over the board.
Dan, that's not the end of the world. We're not here. We're not looking because you got child pornography, okay?
Well, there's some.
In this case, some meant 19 three-ring binders.
What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jesus Lord.
Filled with pictures of children.
That's disgusting.
Some of them unclothed. Other pictures of that nature were found strewn throughout the residence, along with more explicit material. And this was just the beginning.
He said, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm a dirty old man.
Did you make on anything, or did you just watch? You didn't manufacture. That's the big charge.
Now VHS tapes, can they take them or what?
Well, typically they could because they can check to see if any of them have child on them.
No, they don't.
You know.
Well, we're gonna take them.
So yeah, they could take them because they're looking for child. And they could say, well, maybe they're mixed in with them. Obviously, they're not gonna be labeled right. I mean, if you're saying you actually have like a big tote full of them,
Oh, that's a load of them.
like 100 or more. Or...
Let's find out. He has a video of Jacob.
Several hundred or better.
When the police eventually reviewed all the VHS tapes, they found an extensive collection of explicit material, some of which appeared to be homemade. But
oh no.
This was only a fraction of Heinrich's revolting stash.
I told you.
You're probably a little nervous, so.
Yeah.
That fool just shitting himself.
That's natural. It runs in the family. That's why when I had that lie detector test back in the day, I failed it because I can't do it. I just can't. I'm a nervous wreck when it comes to that. So when they asked me to take the lie detector the second time, I said, no, I won't do it. That and the questions I thought alone were offensive at the time, enough to make anybody's blood pressure go up. So.
What kind of questions are they asking?
Oh, I'm not going to go over that.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious more than anything, I guess.
Well, curious? I can tell you. I can remember. Did you kidnap Jacob Wetterly? Well, did you kill Jacob Wetterly? Did you, where'd you bury Jacob? Oh, that was in I'm getting it all mixed up.
Police obviously had to wonder if there was a more nefarious reason that Heinrich had tanked the polygraph exam back in the day. His failure there, though,
How did they never check up on this and he failed the polygraph? Come on.
wasn't the only reason he'd been such a strong suspect. The initial investigators also determined that his shoe prints matched those found at the scene of Jacob's abduction. In January of 1990, Heinrich no longer had the car he'd owned at the time of Jacob's disappearance, but police tracked down the vehicle's new owners, who allowed them to search the car. The tire tracks also matched those found at the scene of the crime. And yes, the police knew this when they told Dan Rassier they no longer thought a vehicle was involved at all. Even more incriminating was the fact that fibers consistent with the car's interior were found on the snowsuit belonging to Jared, the assault victim from Cold Spring. During the 2015 search warrant, Heinrich chatted with the police about all the other ways he had been investigated back in 1990.
They had the house surveilled. They sat just so you could see the car and followed me all over the place.
At least they tried to. With the evidence against Heinrich piling up, the police on the case in 1990 decided to place him under surveillance. However, it didn't go too well, because almost immediately Heinrich noticed and ditched the surveillance team twice.
I spent a night in the Stearns County Jail. They called my dad. I remember that night very clearly. And they interrogated me for hours, for quite a long time. They had the big shot from, I seen him on TV, big shot from the FBI there, the top man. And this went on and on. They had clothes laying out on a table and all this, and books. They had about 20 books or 30 books with my name on it, Heinrich, and that's all about you. I said, bull.
Coffee can be hard, but this is a party. Premier.
The clothing items the police confronted Heinrich with in 1990 were likely Jared's snowsuit and the hat taken from the Painesville perpetrator. Unidentified male DNA was found on the clothing, and a DNA sample was retrieved from Heinrich. Mind-bogglingly, though, it doesn't appear that any comparison took place.
And this went on, and finally they booked me in, fingerprinted, took my picture.
The next morning, though, Heinrich was released. He even received a personal apology and a handshake from the Stearns County Sheriff at the time.
I've been in a lineup too. I forgot to mention that.
Despite all of the evidence pointing to Heinrich in 1990, the police made the infuriating decision to eliminate him as a suspect after Jared couldn't definitively identify him in a lineup. Jared did, however, narrow the subjects down to 2 men, one of which was Heinrich. Unfortunately, neither Trevor Wetterling nor Aaron Larson was brought in to give a second opinion. Another reason police originally chose to discard Heinrich was his car. Even though the fibers matched, Jared described his captor's car as having automatic seatbelts and a gear shift on the steering column. Heinrich's car had neither, but when Jared saw the vehicle in person and sat in the back seat, he said he was almost certain it was the car he'd been taken in, and yet he was still dismissed as a suspect.
Did they think back in the day, or did they know back in the day that you had some interest in boys? Is that why they talked to you think? Or
you mean it, 1990 or whatever? Somebody said I looked like one of the sketches, but what I could never understand is if this guy wore a mask, how the hell do you know what he looks like, or how did you ever get a sketch from it?
Later, Heinrich told police that he lost 60 pounds and grew a mustache. If Heinrich was as innocent as he claimed, the police had to wonder what would motivate him to go to such lengths to change his appearance. Somehow, all of this wasn't enough to keep the lead alive in 1990. In 2015, though, the new investigators felt differently.
So you got video camera stuff in there. Do you make your own videos, or?
Oh, I did. You'd shoot, and then on the computer, blow it up, whatever.
Anything you're worried about on there? Or?
No. Well, if you take the tapes, there's a lot of family on that stuff, that I'll never replace, for Christ's sakes. No.
We're more concerned if you're shooting like young kids or playgrounds.
No. I may have shot stuff around here, just for the hell of it, but that's about it.
Yeah, but not going up and stalking little kids or nothing.
No.
Okay.
That's stalking nobody. No, that's stalking nobody.
This, police learned while reviewing the VHS tapes, was an outright lie. Heinrich had hours upon hours of recordings of children in the Paynesville area. Some of the content was suggestive and incredibly disturbing.
They showed me a couple photos in there about, looks like pictures of a paper boy on his route. Did you take those, or any surveillance photos of a paper boy? Or?
What's wrong with this guy?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Curious a little bit about that. I was kind of along the...
So those photos of those younger boys, when were those taken then? 5 years ago?
I might have got some of the internet, when I had the internet years ago.
And you just downloaded them on your computer?
Downloaded them,
So that's
printed them, printed them.
Okay.
Took up memory.
Put them in photo albums then? So that's the photo albums that they were talking about then?
Well, what is there, about 20 of them, I suppose? I haven't had the internet long time. But when I had the internet, I was like addicted. And it wasn't just that, it was girls too, Might say I made a variety of everything.
Notice that Heinrich just said he made a variety, when moments ago he told police he'd never created his own explicit content. Before long, more lies would become incredibly obvious.
The only thing you think that us would look at would be that stuff?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that should be it. Nothing pertaining to any of the above on here. Scanners, they're in the desk. Should be 2 of them. Outdated, I can't get anything on them.
Importantly, Jared from the Cold Spring case remembered his assailant having a police scanner. During a previous arrest in 1986 for driving under the influence, a police scanner had been confiscated from Heinrich, and that wasn't the only thing that could potentially tie Heinrich to the crimes in question. As the search continued, the police learned that Heinrich was hiding more than just videos and photos.
Oh, they just mentioned they found some clothing in there that was smaller or...
Yo, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, I don't throw anything away, so...
More like women's clothing, or...
There's probably some of that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not on here, so...
No, I was just curious if someone else lived with you, or...
No,
was your former girlfriend or something, or...
I don't want to talk about any more of that.
Oh.
We're not trying to embarrass you. That's good. How about little kids' clothing?
No. Nothing that I didn't probably have when I was younger. And I got some classic clothes that go back to 78.
So would they be like we got on here, we got size 14 kids clothes?
No, I got 32-inch waist.
Okay, so there wouldn't be anything clothing of like a 12-year-old boy?
No.
You may remember that after Jared's kidnapping and assault in January 1989, the perpetrator kept his pants and underwear. Jared's specific clothing wasn't found in Heinrich's house, nor was anything Jacob had been wearing, but this still stood out to police. Heinrich had no family members or close friends with children who might have worn the clothes, so they likely suspected that there was a twisted reason he was keeping the items around. Their concern only increased when they came across a pair of handcuffs stashed in a kitchen drawer. Taken together, all the evidence painted a picture upsetting beyond words.
You been following any of that junk the last years that the media throws out there on their own or not?
Look at his heart beating.
No, I don't follow. Why should I?
Once again, the police would soon be able to prove this was a lie. Interspersed with Heinrich's explicit material were recordings of news reports on the Wetterling case. In the ultimate display of his depravity, Heinrich recorded a documentary on how to dispose of a body right after a special released on the 25-year anniversary of Jacob's disappearance.
Like I said, I was going to burn the stuff. I thought about it, never did.
Okay. You can kind of see why I'm curious about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to burn it. I was going to burn it all. Tired of this.
I'm just going to ask you this hard question that's kind of the elephant in the room. At one time or now, is there some interest in little boys, or?
No, I don't know.
I mean, you know, this day and age is different than way back in the day. You didn't have to hide it back. You had to hide it back then. I mean, now it's not, the shame isn't there, and it's not taboo like it was, and...
Oh, there is shame in this stuff.
Is that fair to say that there is some, what you might be ashamed of, interest in young boys, or?
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack.
On that rancid note, the police wrapped up their search warrant, taking with them all the perverted content Heinrich had amassed over the years.
Well, Danny, we're all done.
All right, sir.
They left a receipt on your table in there, what we took.
All right.
Eventually, Pan and I will talk to you about after we look at what's in there, and I just hope we could sit down and have a cordial conversation. I really appreciate you.
All right, sir.
Treating us decent today.
At this point, Heinrich likely suspected his days as a free man were numbered. And he was right. A few days after carrying out the search warrant, the lead investigators on the case came back to his house and placed him under arrest on the charge of having explicit material involving children. Still, Heinrich maintained his innocence in regards to Jacob and Jared. Frustratingly, even after discovering such a strong suspect, the police weren't any closer to locating the missing boy, or, in a worst-case scenario, his body. Police officers also made contact with Heinrich's brothers to tell them what they'd found.
So this getting old. I put away the scumbag years ago, Dwayne Hart, and this goes on and it never ends. What's the deal? Why are they after my brother now?
Danny was arrested tonight, and Danny was arrested for federal child fee receipt and possession charges.
Oh, this is bullshit, man. Because I told that the scumbag, it used to be a cop in this town, an officer, he's a detective now, that girls and people were being taken from Annandale, and I went to St. Cloud and told him the story, and then all this shit goes back on my brother because of dirty
Dave,
cops.
I know.
I don't need this.
There's going to be media attention. The Paynesville incidents. Danny.
That was not him. That was the bullshit Dewey. He admitted to it.
Be prepared when the information comes out. It's going to lead people to believe that it was your brother Danny. There's going to be talking.
And it all started because I put that scumbag away.
Okay.
And I was the only one that wasn't scared of him. Well, my daughter's going to freak out.
Well, this is going to impact your whole family.
Also, Danny would never hurt anybody in this world.
Danny took, and he in his car, and Danny assaulted.
Danny never would touch no boy. He's never touched anyone, and he never would. I know his heart, and I know his soul.
In his home, besides the child he had hundreds of hours of videotaping neighborhood kids in Annandale and Paynesville and Benson, and where he would focus on their crotch and their rear.
Oh, I can't believe this.
He would hide his camera and put coins on the step so that a paper boy would pick them up, and then he would have the camera focus so that it would
what the fuck?
Catch the paper boy bending over and pick up the coins.
This is how would you feel if somebody said that about somebody you know wouldn't hurt a fly?
Devastated.
My world just crumbled, you know what I mean?
Heinrich was also now the main suspect in Jared's assault and Jacob's disappearance.
I'm just disgusted. This is just way over the top. I really didn't believe it. I really didn't. This is just the final insult to my parents.
But this was not the only breaking news the officers were there to impart.
I mean, things have changed. We have some scientific data that links him
to the Cold Spring kidnapping.
After 27 years, Jared's snowsuit was finally tested for DNA. There was an incredibly high chance that DNA could have been degraded and unusable by this point. The fact that a match was still possible was extremely fortunate. The lab results indicated a near-perfect match to the buccal swabs collected from Danny Heinrich. His DNA was also matched to the hat Chris Bertelson's friend snatched from Chester the molester back in Paynesville in the mid-'80s. Now that the police had irrefutable evidence tying Heinrich to the crime, they had some leverage. While he was in jail, they approached him with an offer. If he confessed and told them where they could find Jacob Wetterling, they would only prosecute him for the child charges, and shockingly, nothing else. Heinrich accepted. Per the terms of the legal agreement with Heinrich, no recording was allowed during his confession. However, the entirety of what he said was transcribed. Every piece of it was bone-chilling. First, Heinrich admitted that he had kidnapped and assaulted Jared in January 1989. He changed his appearance once the composite was published to avoid detection and purchased a firearm. Then Heinrich stated that he left his house on October 22nd at about 8 p.m. He didn't know Jacob, Trevor, and Aaron, but saw them riding down the road and believed they would be coming back. He pulled over to lie in wait in the driveway to the Rassier farm. Not only was there indeed a car involved, as Dan had insisted, but the tire tracks and footprints were Heinrich's. His account of the kidnapping aligned with Trevor and Aaron's statements. He threatened the boys with the firearm, made them lay in the ditch, and tell him their ages. He also made the nauseating revelation that he chose to take Jacob because he found him the most attractive. After telling Trevor and Aaron to run, he said he handcuffed Jacob with the very cuffs police had recently found in his kitchen drawer. He put Jacob in the car and made him crouch so no one could see him. Heartbreakingly, Heinrich remembered that Jacob asked what he had done wrong. Heinrich also admitted when he removed his mask in the car, he probably had no intention of letting Jacob go. The story only became darker from there. Heinrich drove Jacob back to the Painesville area, using his police scanner to avoid law enforcement on the way. He stopped at a gravel pit on the corner of Highway 23 and Stearns County Road 33. During a jail phone call with a cellmate's friend, Heinrich revealed the unforgivable actions he took next.
You're the one that killed Jacob Wetterling, right?
Yes, I am.
Did you have with him?
Well, that's all on the news. That's yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's all public knowledge. But that was a long time ago, and I haven't done anything like that since. I quit that night when that happened. I quit, so that's the end of that.
Tragically, Heinrich revealed that he murdered Jacob the same night he abducted him. After assaulting Jacob over a period of roughly half an hour, Heinrich led him back towards that vehicle. At that very moment, a police car, lights flashing, sped by on the road ahead. Heinrich said that he panicked and told Jacob to stop walking. He drew his pistol from his coat. The first time Heinrich pulled the trigger, the weapon failed to fire. The next 2 rounds hit Jacob in the back of the head. Despite the horror of his actions, Heinrich told this to his brother Dave while incarcerated.
If I was a monster, David, I wouldn't stop 20. I stopped 27 years. I never touched anybody since that night. The monsters don't stop. They keep going. I got home that night, David, I'm going to tell you the truth. And I cried. I said, my God, what have I done? Oh. Yeah.
No amount of tears shed could make up for what Heinrich did to Jacob, or the 27 years of suffering his family went through not knowing what had happened to him. One of Heinrich's cellmates came forward to talk to police and told them Heinrich seemed utterly remorseless. He quoted Heinrich as saying the police in 1990 walked right past the gun he used to kill Jacob. During his confession, Heinrich told the police that he left Jacob's body by the gravel pit and fled to his house. Several hours later, though, he returned to cover his tracks. He buried Jacob's body in a shallow grave, using stolen equipment from a nearby construction site. He threw Jacob's shoes in a ravine. During the search warrant, Heinrich had slipped up and, shockingly, actually said he had buried Jacob before he made his confession.
Where'd you bury Jacob? Oh, that was in I'm getting it all mixed up.
However, this wasn't to be Jacob's final resting place. 1 year later, while the Wetterlings still agonized over the unknown fate of their son, Heinrich returned to the scene of the crime to find that Jacob's red jacket was now uncovered. Using an army shovel and a garbage bag, he dug up Jacob's remains and reburied them on a nearby farm. He took Jacob's reflective vest home with him and kept it as a souvenir until he was investigated in 1990. When it seemed police were on his tail, he got rid of it. In a cruel twist of fate, Chris Bertelson said that the field where Jacob was buried was a popular camping spot for many of the Painesville boys. The survivors of Danny Heinrich's earlier crimes had unwittingly been spending their free time beside the evidence of his most heinous act. The area where Heinrich buried Jacob was also identified by another victim, though not of Heinrich, but Dwayne Dewey Hart. A man named Dan identified the same location as one where he'd been assaulted by Dewey as a child. But this wasn't the only alleged connection between Heinrich and Dewey. In the 70s, Dewey apparently dated Heinrich's mother. At the time, Heinrich was 15. His older brother has reported that he was assaulted by Dewey, and there's speculation that Dewey may have also groomed and assaulted Heinrich. Due to this connection, it's been alleged that Heinrich eventually chose the field where he buried Jacob because Dewey may have brought him there and assaulted him, as he was known to do with some of his victims. After hearing Heinrich's sordid tale, law enforcement prepared to take Heinrich out to the farm so he could lead them to Jacob's body to prove he was telling the truth and hopefully finally provide closure for the Wetterlings. The first thing crime scene techs found when Heinrich led them through the fields was Jacob's red hockey jacket. Hauntingly, wrapped inside was a skull with 2 bullet holes. Next, they found a hockey jersey with Wetterling written across the back. More digging revealed more clothing that matched Jacob's last known outfit and bone fragments. The skeletal remains were taken for DNA testing and compared to Patty Wetterling's DNA. The answer was obvious. The remains were indeed those of Jacob Wetterling. In 2016, Danny Heinrich pled guilty to federal child charges. He did not admit to any involvement in the series of Painesville assaults. Per the terms of the proffer agreement that led to the discovery of Jacob's body, Heinrich was only prosecuted for the explicit material and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Jared Shirel eventually filed a civil lawsuit against Heinrich, and in 2018 he was awarded more than $17 million in punitive damages. In one of his phone calls from jail, Heinrich expressed the concern that he would not be released after the completion of his sentence, but instead be civilly committed. Civil commitment is the legal process which allows people who are deemed a danger to themselves or others to be involuntarily admitted to a treatment facility. This could be used to prevent Heinrich from ever being released. However, the system is currently under appeal, as some argue it's unconstitutional. If it is indeed overturned, it's more likely than not that Danny Heinrich could one day walk free again.
At Harbor Freight, all our hand tools
Just after sunset, on a warm summer evening, 4-year-old Heidi Jones is about to drift off to sleep when her 24-year-old single mother, Loretta, cracks open the bedroom door.
That night, my mom came to my bedroom and she told me, "Don't come out." And I believe that if I heard any sound or anything that night, I did what my mom told me to do, and I didn't go out. In the morning, I looked out of my keyhole before going into my front room. When I opened the door, I saw something lying on the floor. My next vivid memory is I am out on the front porch, and my next door neighbor is out there digging for worms. He says, "Heidi, come here, I have to show you something." And I says, "I can't. I think my mommy's dead."
When police arrived, they saw Loretta half-clothed, laying on the floor, deceased.
There was blood on the couch, there was blood on the floor, there was blood everywhere.
Loretta had been sexually assaulted, and she was stabbed twice in the chest and 17 times in her back. Damn. And her throat was attempted to be cut.
The investigation didn't reveal any forced entry, any real signs of tremendous struggle. There wasn't tipped over furniture, there wasn't broken windows, the door jamb wasn't broken.
The police at the time did take quite a bit of forensic info, fingerprints, blood samples, carpet fibers, and some couch fibers as well.
It was just such a shock because I felt like nothing bad would ever happen.
Decades. The Grim Sleeper, a serial killer who escaped justice for over 20 years. In 2002 and 2003, 2 women were found beaten and strangled in alleys. DNA linked these murders back to crimes in the 1980s, but police couldn't.
Hey, video creator.